Just close that.
Me.
Hello everyone, we are live. This is Brucie Magik. Welcome to Lockdown Livestream number 5. Today I'm joined with, or by Stu and Reese, as I usually am. Before we get started, I just wish to clarify a few things to viewers on this channel. The reason that this livestream has come about is because I know I need to do a video and make content in order to carry on providing you with some entertainment in some way or form. I just wish to clarify a few things because it seems that I did cause a bit of a ruffle with my latest video over the branding issues on DTG products. I just want to say I did not go out my way to upset anyone. I did not wish to get the wrong end of the stick, which it does seem I did, but that was completely by accident, not something that was intentional in any way, shape or form. I still maintain the majority of my points, but some points have now been revisited in my mind, thanks to some fantastic positive input from various members of the Train Sim community, ranging from developers' inputs to that of close friends as well. So I just wish to say I'm sorry if I offended anyone or got that horrifically wrong in that video. But again, I was only voicing my own opinion. I did not wish to cause any fragmentation on the developer front or how people perceive DTG. I still have issues with DTG, but that is for another time. But I just thought I would point that out. Also on the back of that, I just wish to say a massive thank you to the people who did take their time to explain things to me and give me some clarification on issues as well. Your help is greatly appreciated. Amongst those people were developers such as Ben Jervis, as well as other various developers as well, some from Vulcan Productions as well also chimed in. So yeah, just thought I'd point that out. And also thank you very much to all those people who subscribed to the channel, probably expecting a ton of more controversial shit, and they're probably going to be bitterly disappointed for the next 3 months. So, so with that in mind, we're going to go to the in-game menu today. I'm not going to launch straight into a scenario, and I'll give you good reason for this, ladies and gents. Because the scenario we're playing is on the Welsh Marches line. And I thought, you know
Hey!
what? I thought it would be fitting to do a bit of a stream where we drive, have a little bit of fun, on a great piece of DLC, which, rightly or wrongly, depending how you view things, has been removed from the Steam store.
That's it. It was still there yesterday or the day
Okay,
before.
I'll rephrase that. Which should have been taken off the Steam store
Let me
officially.
just double check to
Reese is going to
clarify.
go double check.
I'm double checking it as well.
As far as I'm aware, it was still there earlier in the week.
That I do remember.
I believe it was still there early in the week. Whether it is being removed,
I think it's been removed.
It's been removed now, has it?
Yeah, I'm looking now and I don't see it. I typed in Welsh and all I'm getting is Chorus Railway and Class 92s.
Class 92s
in Welsh?
Yeah, for some reason they're popping up. I don't know why.
Well, I think one was named after a Welsh composer. So,
and then
my
there's
Steam's not
the
even
then there's the utter rubbish Class 150/1.
Let's have a look.
Was that still on there?
Chorus 92s.
It's got the 150/1.
I thought they removed the Arriva DMUs.
That was the stroke 2.
The dash ones are the
okay.
slab fronters. Arriva never had them. Arriva have common sense. Well, I'll say they have common sense.
Anyway, whilst we're waiting to load, good news, everyone. If you haven't heard and your head's been in a hole for the last week,
Sandero?
It's not about the Dacia Sandero. I'll run you over
Damn.
with one. Good news on the... Oh, I know you do, brother. On the Vulcan Productions front, for those of you who haven't noticed who haven't been in the loop recently, they've bounced back. They've come back with a resurgence. Reading in between the lines and picking up from snippets of various things. Oh, holy shit, that makes me jump every time. Yeah, I hate the rolling start. It really craps everything up. Right, train heat on. There we go, we've got it. Right, I need people to just give me a volume check as well, please, folks. In fact, actually, I'm going to make things a little bit easier for us all, just while I temporarily pause the game, because I just realised my Railworks. How high is the volume? 4. Is that all it is? Oh boy. Wow, that's a loud 47. It doesn't matter, we'll live. But yes, what I was saying, good news is VP, reading between the lines and snippets of information, have bounced back. I said bounce back.
Bounce back, excellent news.
Good, right, I wasn't getting the yay that I was anticipating.
I'm sorry.
Right, there we go, we got it. So, I'm very glad that they have returned. It seems that I don't think they were going to totally disappear. Again, I could be wrong on that. I think it was more the case of they were having a reshuffle, which is absolutely fine. Which does make sense and probably is required. So, good on them. They've just released a new product, by the way, which is the Mark III Sleeper Pack, which is fucking brilliant. Excuse my French.
In all honesty, we could use some new Mark III's.
We could use some new Mark III's, yeah. But I mean, what they've done is they've reskinned some existing ones. They've removed the CDL lights, given them a more original condition sort of feel about them, and alias the sound of the carriages to the AP Mark III sound pack, which is very good. So that is a requirement to have if you wish to use those coaches. So yeah, I'm very glad they've come back. They're a great developer. They're a great bunch of guys, very talented.
Speaking of which, I wonder when that 9F enhancement pack's going to get the single chimney one added in.
Well, that's a good point, yeah.
Because they said the pack would be coming with it, and it didn't. So now it's being...
That was a bit harsh on the old brakes there. There we go. Yeah, we'll wait and see on that one.
We still need new 9Fs. It doesn't matter what SSS do to them, it's still polishing a turd.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean they still look better than what they did because they were an original IHH model. I mean, the models weren't bad themselves. The only problem was the quartering issue, which.
And there's no whistle.
Isn't there?
There's no whistle modelled on the engine.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Yeah, there's no whistle on it.
Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Something I didn't notice.
And the fact that it's quite blatantly obvious with an IHH model. You go in between the frames, what do you see? Jack shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you got to think too that those models came from a different era of train sim.
Yeah.
I think we tend to forget that now. We do tend to forget that things are ultimately very different. We've been very lucky people, really. We've got such a wide variety of stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I wish existed in trains that doesn't yet. So I'm just waiting to hit the jackpot so I can commission about 50 different classes of loco.
Almost GC by chance.
A mixture. You know, I mean, I just want to see more pre-grouping in general, and you know, we've got great people like Chris. We've got Caledonia Works team. Woo Caledonia Works, everyone.
Big up Caledonia Works.
Yeah,
Woo.
big up Caledonia Works.
I'm
I'm not biased in any way, shape,
Oh no,
or
of course not.
form.
No. How much did Chris pay you to say that?
He didn't pay anything. I'm just doing it out of the nicety of my own heart.
Oh yes, here we are.
But you know, with thanks to the minds and talents of people like Chris Wilson and his team at Caledonia Works. You know, I mean, even DT actually, even Digital Traction, I'll say, we have got various pre-grouping designs that are now coming to Train Simulator, and it really is appreciated. I believe that is the one major era that's always been underrepresented. Brilliant word there,
And overlooked.
and overlooked.
And I think
in the
part
train
of
sim
that,
mode.
I think part of that is down to the lack of pre-grouping routes within train sim, probably,
Yeah.
and
So-
the fact that most.
So appeal to any
another
route
fact is-
developers who are watching. Make some
Yes.
make some bloody pre-grouping routes.
You know, I'll be the
Please.
first to admit that I'm not a pre-grouping fan. I am a BR-ite. You know, big up Western Region BR. But you know, I think partly the problem is with the lack of pre-grouping in train sim.
Or just
Please do
period.
put it in the comments if you think I'm wrong in what I'm saying. Please do. But I think some of the biggest problems: A, the lack of pre-grouping routes within train sim. B, the fact that the bigger fan base seems to be edging towards more BR modding image side, especially the younger generation that play train sim aren't interested, like myself, in steam locomotives. And I think that's what is two of the biggest factors. And again, I think pre-grouping is kind of a, I suppose in the word is niche the right word, maybe? I don't know. A niche type of thing for people to like, I don't know. But you know, I don't know many people that are into pre-grouping. I can only think of Chris and at least
Me.
to you, our friend Glenn. That's about it, really.
Dan.
Dan,
Our
yeah.
friend Dan.
Our friend Dan as well. You're the only few people I can think of off the top of my head that
Actually,
are
no, don't forget the other
into
members of the CW
pre-grouping.
team because they're heavily invested in pre-grouping as well.
Yes, they are. Yes,
Yeah,
and I
they're
agree.
big fans.
I can't think of many more other people
Oh, yeah,
that are
Dexby.
into pre-grouping like you are. Yeah, Ben
Oh,
as well.
Ben's more into his fictional stuff more than anything.
Yeah, but I
Yes,
mean, even so, I mean,
But then again, he faps over the Chatham, so...
yeah, the Chatham was a good railway actually, because Sir Edward Watkin was involved with it. So that's why it's the only southern company that matters.
I will admit I have a bit of a passing interest in pre-grouping Western region because some of the bloody contraptions they inherited when they... Yeah.
You finally admit that there's something better than the Collet era.
Yeah.
My God, I've been waiting years for this. You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Some of the contraptions they inherited were quite interesting. There was one I was looking at yesterday. There's a good collection of BR Steam pictures on Flickr, taken by an overseas photographer. I forget his name. And
Eric
one of the
Tracy?
locomotives. It was no, it wasn't Eric Tracy.
Oh.
Was it Avonside? I think it was Avonside. It was built for the Alexander Dock Railway.
Oh god, what's going on with those?
Picture
smoke
a
effects?
small prairie,
Yeah.
but it's been built by Avonside with tanks that are level with the cab windows and small outside cylinders. It was this interesting contraption of industrial Westinghouse that looked like a small prairie, but it wasn't. It actually looked quite good.
Brilliant.
I'll dig out the picture, but yes, you know what's slightly interesting. You heard it here first. I actually found something interesting that's not the quality era.
Rightly so. There's
Looks at the Grange on his mantelpiece.
I have to admit, the Great Western's fascinating because they just had such a varied amount of different, you know.
Same but different.
Same but different. Yeah, but they had a lot of different locos when the groups in 1923, and then like, they slowly got eradicated. It was all copy and paste.
It's like another one of the type of locos I do like, which wasn't actually a Collett stroke Hawksworth stroke whomever else Westinghouse. You know, the old free grouping TAF tanks, the original ones.
Yeah,
especially
TAF ale
ones that
tanks.
got through the BR. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a few that got into like BR era. That have 3-digit
I would have
numbers.
got mileage behind the one.
That's how the. Is there two TAF ale tanks?
There are two TAF ale tanks in press.
01 and 02. Was it 85 and...
Thank you for saying that, I was going to couldn't remember.
Yeah, because there's two of them. There's 85, which I think is the 01. Could be wrong. There's definitely two of them. Oddly enough, they both ended up on the Lambton system.
Yes, one's now at Gwilly, or somewhere in Bits.
One's at Gwilly, yeah. The other one's currently at Bluebell, doing fuck all.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I was meant to go and see the bloody bugger, but no! This fucking virus has caused a lot of shit.
It,
and this is why we're on lockdown live stream number 5 now.
Yeah.
It was a bit like Boxcoat Manor. I don't know whether it actually's gone to the West Somerset, but apparently it was arriving on the first Thursday of the lockdown. Ready for the season. Which is quite entertaining.
Yeah, what fucking season?
Yeah, what season? Yeah.
Probably spring 2021.
Possibly, yeah. Well, I've got 2 weeks in August booked off because actually today I should be on a rail tour to Scotland. In fact,
you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Our friend Jake, who joined us last time,
he should have been on that as well.
Yeah,
today.
he should have been on the exact same tour as you. Yeah.
Yes.
Where was that tour going, or is that a daft question?
Scotland.
So it was. What was it? It was Cambridge Parkway to Stranraer.
Yeah, that's it. So
back to
that's
a
a weird one.
And then back to Cambridge again. So I would have been stupid o'clock off Birmingham, stupid o'clock back to Birmingham. Next week should have been the West Somerset Railway Spring Gala. Which of course isn't going to happen either.
No, that's not sadly. It's a shame because the West Somerset put on good galas for this time of year.
Actually, I could probably get hold of the timetable. Should we do a lockdown live stream based on its timetable?
No.
That means I'll have to install Members Edition. It probably means I'll have to acquire another 20 million bits of DLC to run it.
I've got it. I haven't got all the 20 million bits of DLC. It looks alright, actually.
Yeah, but I want it to be a live stream of scenery, not milk bottles everywhere.
I haven't got milk. I don't have milk bottles everywhere.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oddly enough, I've got all the requirements for Swanage because after I read the damn thing, and yet I've still got milk bottles everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's the same with Southampton, Weymouth.
However,
I've got all the assets required for Southampton, Weymouth, but for some reason, I still get milk bottles on it for some strange.
However, there is one good thing that came with Swanage that's going to help me for a route project. Wooden platforms.
Ha! Well, I wouldn't know it.
Yeah, do you know what project that's going with?
Completely missed that. Yeah, go on.
I'm going to attempt again to backdate Settle Carlisle 1975 back to the 60s.
That's not a bad chat,
However,
actually.
It
I've
is
got a
Welsh,
yellow.
the
This is
Welsh
going to be
Marches
fun.
being used. We've got a yellow.
Single yellow, and then it went double yellow, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, so we'll
Double
need
yellow.
It'll be Swanage will be required for it, as well as probably Exeter Kingsbury for the troughs.
I caught this up last time in the same sort of area, so I've played this scenario before everyone, so I'll just play it again
well,
because actually it's not a bad one. I would
roughly
like
know
to
where you
complete
are,
part
actually.
2. I want to complete part 2. I failed spectacularly doing it on my own because I went through Craven's Arms. I think it was Craven Arms Station when I was supposed to stop there. Completely sailed past it and it was like that, so I didn't by that point, so yeah. We're only doing 30 mile an hour because I don't want to put the brakes all the way in because we were on the 1 in 120 and it gets a little bit steeper from here.
Yes, it does, because the march is for you.
So I'd rather just have a bit of reserve speed. So it's going to be fairly easy to brake from 28-ish.
I know there's a bit of a delay on this, but you've just gone under the A4042 bypass there. Now you're about to go under the other road into Llantarn, past Burton's Biscuits, home of the wagon wheel.
Oh yes, wagon wheels. They're not the same
Yes.
anymore though. I remember like when the jam ones used to be really filled with jam, and they're not filled with jam anymore. You get like one little spot of it.
Don't take that with me, take that with Burton's Biscuits.
Yeah, it's like that with the Empire biscuits, I've noticed, Bruce.
Empire biscuit? What the hell's an Empire biscuit?
Think of it as like 2 bits of shortbread, like
Right.
sort of flat shortbread, with a bit of icing on it and a cherry on it.
That sounds like a heart attack from Scotland.
I could get you a pic. If you want a heart attack for Scotland, deep fried pizzas.
Somebody say wagon wheels?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey! Now we've got 4 wheels on our wagon.
Oh no! Oh, sorry, boys. We got to keep it. We got to keep the. We got to keep the Reliant Robin going. So I got to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Freddy's the one preventing us turning over at every corner.
Yes.
Also, how's the chat going, boys? Can someone tell me if we're doing alright? Is anyone any complaints?
No complaint yet, apart from the railways being closed.
A few complaints about the fact that you're driving a 47, which I wholeheartedly agree with.
I wish to suggest to people complaining about the traction that they complain to Brucie Magik Complaints Department, Diesel Traction Department, Sub-Coordinator Bruce Astle, and the address is LE13B1N. B1N standing for bin.
The thing is, I'm watching this live stream, and I just happen to know where you are. I mean, it's quite worrying that I actually know the Welsh Marches that well.
And then there was when I showed you West Somerset on TSW, you were not impressed.
Well, you know, I'm looking at this now. It's like
What is there to be impressed about with TSW?
How much assets they reuse? That's something to be impressed.
Yes. But
see,
you know,
I
coming
find
past the back of Girling's factory, I could give you a running commentary on this route, quite sadly.
Do you know what we need to do? We need to film like a video 125 type thing.
What with me doing the
With you doing the yeah.
You're about to go past Morrison's will now be on your left. There, Morrison's Cumbrant.
On my screen, I'm going past a load of motorhomes.
Oh right, you're going past the
Caravans.
caravan park. On my screen, you're going through Cumbrant Station now.
Oh, well, you're not that far behind then.
Yeah, your motorhome place is the caravan park up where Travis Perkins and everything is to the right of the line.
I think we need to recreate like a VHS.
So you
down
come
there,
under
just
here, this
there's-
bridge now, which I can't remember what the road is on there either. You got your caravan place on your right. On your left is Mon Borders Car Sales, actually Mon Motors. It's a Ford dealership. For those
That would
who.
explain the amount of vans.
Yeah, then you pass the car wash. Then you've now got Amdale Road to your
Tell you
left.
what, everyone's not going to need sleeping tablets tonight, are
Oh!
Help me, Bruce, I'm
That's
stuck in
yours.
an old VHS. Help me. I'm stuck in the VHS dimension. Help me.
Could be worse. You could be stuck in a bleeding Betamax.
I'm giving this running commentary. Somebody out there might actually enjoy it. They might sound.
Yeah, there might be. There might do.
If it was my local line, I would be telling you, don't come here, it's shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still waiting for my, the best part of local to turn up in train sim, because just trains are falling off the earth with the updates for
Chapel Lane.
The main line.
The closest I've got is either Edinburgh Waverley or New Craig Hall. That's the closest I've got.
Closest I've got will be Sheffield Derby Leicester when JT release it. I think. I have a feeling that's been held up because they got as far south as Syston in the updated pictures.
Yeah,
however, yeah.
What about that steam mirror route? Aren't we pretty close to Leicester on there?
No, that only goes Derby. Actually, it goes to Whitaker, which was putting it. No, I'm on about modern image.
Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling. Is this going to be a red? No, it's not. It's yellow. Right, press tab. It's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll have a yellow there. Well, passing Pantega will have a yellow.
There are some two-aspect signals on this route.
Yes, there is. I was going to say, you wouldn't get a yellow passing Panteg. The only signal there is your bloody starter out of the loop.
I heard you mentioning. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, carry on.
I was going to say, I heard Stuart bring up you're going to make another attempt at a backdate of the set with Carlisle.
Yeah.
Right. Have you seen the backdate for, oh Christ, Crew to Holyhead?
I've not seen it, I've heard of it.
I've seen it, and I need to get it.
It's not out yet. It's still in dev. But it
right,
looks
jumped the gun there casually. Sorry, I'm just trying to navigate driving a train and turn it along so I can see what
And I'm dealing with a half track.
Oh god.
Wait, what are you doing, Stuart? Oh,
Killing
you're playing
zombies.
Sniper Elite zombie game.
Yep.
It's Sniper Elite, Stu. Let's be real. It's good. It's a good game.
Bruce, you have the 56 enhancement pack, don't you? From
Of course I do.
I reckon what we should do is do a train sim version of the classic cab ride DVD, wired for sound, hot and heavy.
I'd still love that title.
Hot and heavy.
I still
really?
love that
Heavy!
title. It's like the most cringeworthy but also dad humoured thing I've ever heard. Oh, there's 5 people watching. 4 of them will be us.
And
6
the
on my
other-
end.
The other one will be Mike.
Yeah.
You were going to say something then, young Freddy.
Was I?
Yeah, you said, you know what, Reese, and you stopped yourself from finishing the sentence.
No, I was gonna be a dick. So I cut myself off.
Oh,
Just
nothing
have to
do
put
there.
my brakes in again.
Hey, put the knife
Wait a
down.
minute. By the way, did that GTA thing sort itself out? Because that was bloody worrying.
What?
Bruce told me the other day, like, people were logging into GTA and getting their accounts practically
Practically what? Banned?
no, right. Like, their stuff was gone.
Oh, you're laughing at that. Sorry, I was laughing at the comment. I've just realised I misunderstood it as well. Foofy Droopy, if you're still watching, yeah. I don't know why it does that. I didn't put the reg straight back at the start of the scenario. It did that itself.
So how the hell am I going to get up there?
Hey, why does my voice sound so deep in the stream?
No
Whoa.
idea.
Oh no. No. Oh fuck. Classic Bruce fuck up. Guess
Oh,
what?
wait. It's
Bad.
You rang it red, haven't
Yeah, I have. Fucked.
Hey!
This is why I
Okay.
need a second monitor for the chat, because I'm looking at it on my phone.
Hey, Bruce, do you know what that makes you?
As Boise was saying.
Bruce.
To be fair,
Hey,
it's
go back.
okay. It's okay though, because I've broken it.
You've broken it.
No, well, at least I blew the horn when I set off. You know, before I came to a stand, because the whistle board was after the signal. So,
Hey, Bruce, do you not running a red light next?
Scenario over.
Yeah, it normally means I'll be out of a job.
It makes you a spad stick.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. You see what I mean about 2 aspect signals? You see it on the screen. Now you know why.
There's a delay, mate.
Yeah, you'll see it.
It's a little mailbox before setting back.
You'd think in a section like that it would be a 3 aspect, not a 2.
Welcome to Wales.
Hey, leave us out of it.
Wales more
Little
like
Mills odd.
Wales.
It's in Wales.
I was going to say little Mills in Toryland. It's all odd over there.
Don't bring politics into this, for God's sake.
We'd be slagging them off all day.
I'll have to tell you something about politics later. Actually, it was quite entertaining. It was on Facebook last night.
I
Is it
can
found a
probably
dead
imagine
body?
exactly what it's going to be, but yes, I can't wait for you to tell me.
Is it bullshit?
I'm going to send you an FB message now.
Yeah. It's all... I look... Yeah, thank you, Heisler. It's all gone West Coast. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, granted, I'll give you that one. To be fair, it's not a live stream, we'll have to do that at least once. In some way or form. Right, we're back on the move anyway after a slight mishap.
So, how long have you guys been streaming for?
Only since about 8ish. Actually, I kind of need my phone on for the... there we go.
You know, it really is kind of a shame that Welsh content as a whole has just been erased off of the Steam stuff.
Yeah.
It's anti-Welsh, it is.
It happens to be Welsh content, doesn't it?
I think it's all a conspiracy against myself and my fellow countrymen.
They could just be... No, you know what it is,
Chief.
Chief?
Independent again.
They're ponty-pandy tight asses with tight fists. Like, oh, well, we can't license this route. No.
Well,
Well, from what I found out in the aftermath of making that video,
basically what I found out from a few different sources, shall we say, that were well informed, was that DTG did actually try to resolve the issue.
Yeah, of course they did. I'd imagine they would. They're good route. But I guess it's just sad that, I don't know, shit sucks.
Which is why I ended up getting so much hate from the video, because no one's going, it's not DTG's fault though, and it's like, well, it's not correct, but at the same time,
You'd think
it's
they
that
would have
communications thing again, isn't it? You know, it is frustrating. Like I said, I do have issues with DTG, but they're on various different topics, various different days of the week. It doesn't necessarily mean it's worthy that we have to berate them all the time, though, and I think that's where the video went wrong.
Although half of the time they do deserve it.
Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, they're still human, dude.
Yeah.
They don't deserve, like, a big old fucking harassment campaign.
Oh, thanks, Fredo.
Because
What do you mean?
You just don't need a big old harassment campaign. It just made it sound like my video was just a harassment campaign.
You weren't the one wishing they'd become homeless.
Well, no, actually, yes.
We'll go into that.
actually,
We
yeah.
don't go into it.
I'll make a quick point about that. I should have mentioned that in the clarification section.
Yeah. The next time anyone goes on one of my videos
And does
and comments
something
and
like
says something along the lines of, I wish they were all homeless, I will
Or
make sure
something
I
else.
remove your arse as quickly as possible from my Facebook channel, YouTube channel,
And if you're on Facebook as well.
and you're on Facebook. Yeah, you'll be yeeted. That's it. Simple as. You don't do shit like that on my videos. You don't do shit like that. Full stop. Do not come anywhere near my YouTube or my Discord or my Facebook and start spouting hateful crap like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between not liking a company for ethical reasons or whatever, and then there's being a toxic cunt. And it's like, well, don't do that. Don't be toxic.
I mean, to be fair, he got mightily well put down. He got mightily well put down. Even Ben Jervis, even Bossman Games stepped in and put him down massively.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and I'm glad Ben did that. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite remove the comment quick enough, so he got screenshotted by people and
Countless
shared
people.
about. Yeah. So that was very interesting, to say the least. I did not want that to happen on my video. I do not make videos for that. You know, like I said, I have issues with DTG, but that doesn't mean I go to that level of beratement. That is ridiculous.
There is there's taking the piss, and then there's going too far.
Yeah.
I mean, look at your Creative Rail, what's it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, that Creative Rail video, I'm not going to lie, I'll admit it here, I made that as a shitpost.
Shitpost, but it's not
That
like
was a
saying,
shitpost.
oh, I hope fucking Creative Rails, all their kids die in like fucking bus crashes.
Exactly,
And they get
you know, I
paid.
wasn't like that. I mean, the thing
No.
is, what I was amazed about, and it wasn't a criticism when I mentioned it, is I'm pretty sure that Paul Godber is still working for IHH, man, is still working for him. Which
He was working for them.
I don't know, I assume he was, because the thing is, he didn't ever make a Sentinel when he was IHH. But the Sentinel that came with East Midlands Coal smacked of IHH, because the model's pretty good. The textures could do a little bit of work.
And the sounds
And
washing
the
machine.
sounds are a bit washing machine and jingly teaspoon. But at the same time, it's not a bad model. But when I looked in the file tree, and I looked at the model, I looked at the file structure, the audio locations, everything, it was exactly the same file structure that Paul uses.
So you think it was an ex-IHH model that never got released?
Possibly. I mean, it's either that or someone at Creative Rail was taught by Paul how to put logos in train sim. I mean, it's not the most detailed thing on the earth, but at the same time, I think I should be okay for signals on this one.
There are all semaphores coming up.
Yeah, I know, yeah, that's why I've got to be careful.
Guess
Um,
what should
comes
Bobby
that
and
Sentinel?
Box have?
Had there been a bit more Devon or TLC, I think it would have been decent.
You see, the problem is with East Midlands Coal, I feel it was, I don't know, I wouldn't even say it felt rushed.
Maybe it was just like one of those cases where they didn't really have the love behind it, so they just, I don't know.
I mean, possibly, possibly not, I don't really know.
In order to be, this is gonna sound weird, right? Even I've noticed, like, devs that are like, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivated to make something, perform
Yeah.
higher than a dev that doesn't want to make something. So, like, what's a good example? I don't know. Let's say Weardale. Is it Weardale?
We're down Teesdale.
Yeah, that was a like love note, a love letter to sort of his youth, and you can it shows. And Stainmore as well, from what we've seen of Stainmore, it looks fantastic, and it's like a several-year epic
Oh, yeah.
of someone who's just completely devoted to the area.
And for clarification to those watching, I personally know some of the testers from the Staymore route, and the feedback, you know, because I ask, you know, I'll ask, how's it going, what's the route like, and they'll say, you know what, you're going to love it when it comes out, it's absolutely fantastic. So, you know, that's a labour of love, that route is, and I can't wait to see it when it finally gets out. I know SSS just now is going to be held up for a bit, but you know what, I don't mind. I don't
Everything's
mind.
being held up.
In fact, actually, that's a good point. Right,
Oh, gosh, is it?
another Brucie Magik bloody rant, right?
Oh god, here we go.
Do you want to know what really boils my piss, right? are people,
a
sorry for the
pan on the
language,
other?
right? But people who are like, oh, there's no point having the pre-order if it's nowhere near complete. Have you ever
So?
heard of unforeseen circumstances? Life is full of unforeseen circumstances. Get over yourselves, you boring gits.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but it really has riled me this week, that has. That's really riled me, because I'm getting fed up of people saying, well, there's no point in pre-orders, blah, blah. Stuff happens. We are in a very unprecedented situation, very unprecedented time frame right now.
Yep.
In fact, actually, this is worth pointing out. I think some of the people ought to think about throwing stones before considering if they're in a glass house or not. Because some of the people who are undoubtedly questioning pre-orders at this time, or what SSS has said, I just wish to point out something. If you have a job, be lucky if you still got it. Because things are very tough out there.
Or if you're actually going to it right now.
I mean, or if you're not working, you're still with family. Have some consideration. Your parents might not be employed next week. You don't know. And the fact is, it's a scary thought, but it's a realistic thought. What's this got to do with Train Sim? I'll tell you exactly what it's got to do with Train Sim. SSS is a full-time developer. Matt is a full-time developer.
Who go out to preserved railways to record sound.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't do that at the minute, can they?
They can't do that at the minute, no. Chris Wilson, Only Works, full-time dev. Bossman Games, Ben Jervis, full-time dev. DTG, their own company, full-time devs. Just Trains, their own team, full-time devs. These people do this for their bread and butter. And the fact of the matter is, they don't like delays to their products either, because that's hurting how the business performs. It's hurting
how much money gets spent.
Yeah, it's hurting how much money gets spent and how much they're earning. And that is their bread and butter, that is their lifeline. So have some consideration. You can't just willy-nilly say blah blah blah, moan, whinge, when you don't understand the context behind it. You can't. And it doesn't make much sense why people would do that anyway. I really scratch my head sometimes.
People just forget that there is something, there's like fucking human behind that corporation, that brand name, maybe.
And again, that's exactly what I forgot when I made that DTG video.
I think it's just that detachment.
We've all done it.
What we've all done?
We've all at times failed to recognise that there's actually people behind companies, people behind names, people behind development, and we've all done it at least once in our lives. And the thing is, it's not nice when you realise it.
But yeah, you know, when you say there is people behind things, yeah, I know one of my mates who is self-employed, they run a cafe. You know, in the current situation, they ain't getting much custom. You know, I do, you know, I wish them the best.
I think he's gone from serving breakfast to having a bit of a banger in a minute.
Yes. In fact, actually, I had my breakfast there before lockdown began, like the week before lockdown.
Okay, Mr. Cool.
Do you know what? Do you all know what I'm kidding for food-wise? It's just lockdown. It's a decent pizza.
No
Domino's.
Dog, you know, like Pizza Hut and Domino's are still up and running.
Like, it's over 80p.
I've got some Domino's here right now.
I had Domino's last Saturday and Saturday. I enjoyed both of them quite a lot, actually.
Make me sound like a big fat boy, but fucking, I'm so hyped that Burger King's gonna start being open again soon, because then that way I can have it delivered to my house.
Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury because the closest place they deliver to is Edinburgh.
Unfortunately for me, my local KFC is not one of the ones
to Edinburgh
to be reopened.
Bruce, you do know where I live, right?
I don't, but I know it's a lot longer than I just thought it was. And I triggered you. I've triggered you.
I live 12 miles from the city centre.
Oh, that's fine. You could walk that in probably about
3
hours.
That.
Oh, hello, we're speeding. That makes it first.
Steal someone's car. You play so much GTA. To steal a car.
Yeah, then they get arrested for
It's
it.
the apocalypse, baby! It's Mad Max!
Have they fixed that glitch with GTA 5 yet, do we know? Just out of my own curiosity.
Which glitch?
The one where you lose all your property when you sign it.
Well, I've not had that.
Alright, okay.
But I'll tell you what I have had recently.
Money?
NPC stealing my helicopter.
Hang on, what? Hang on, sorry.
You heard me.
No, I know. Adrian, how? How?
I know why.
Oh, okay. You can tell me later.
Yeah.
In fact, you
Sorry.
shoot me a DM. Facebook, possible.
I'll send you Discord.
You fucking
Yeah,
snipers.
And we've got 70 coming up in 1.4 miles. So yeah, sorry we haven't been talking about the route much, but yeah, this route's glorious. I like driving it. The scenery's good. I mean, the thing is, yeah, it might use a lot of DCG assets, but it's how they've been placed. It's just.
It is a good route. As some viewers may or may not know,
You're Welsh.
the Welsh Marches is actually my local route. I live about 2 minutes away from the line.
Well, when you're not at the railways.
Yeah, when we're not on lockdown. I do travel it as a commuter to work a fair bit, and from what I've seen of it, especially the 7 miles that I do travel a fair regular bit, it does look spot on. Obviously, yet some DCG assets don't match up with the actual buildings that are there.
Yes, you did, Adrian.
What can you do?
What can you exactly? It's the limit of the game, but fair dues to Ben, he has done a cracking job with it.
Who hasn't, Adrian? Who hasn't? We've done it at least once in our lives.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, Adrian, I agree. But you know, Ben has done quite well with the route, and I for one, I'm impressed with it. Kudos to Ben. All you need to know is that little bit between Shrewsbury and Crewe, and it will do full services to Holyhead. But, leave Cardiff at 7 o'clock in the morning, get to Holyhead about 1:30, leave at 20 past 2 in the afternoon, you get back to Cardiff about 7ish, is it? I think that one diagram is.
Something like that, yeah. 67s.
No, that's the 158 diagram. The 67s are
Go Manchester, aren't they?
5:20 off Holyhead. Arrive Cardiff about 9 something, and then
Now we've got 66 just sat there doing nothing, so that means I must have ran slightly early for the scenario. Never mind.
I think it's
we kick out.
5:15 off Cardiff. The 67s. I've only done it once home from work, so.
I'd like to see like a sort of perhaps an industrial route in its prime. Not like well, kind of like Mardy, but like
Mardy was an actual branch though.
on a greater scale, if that makes sense.
Well,
like
like something
be-
like Lambton's system.
Well, I was thinking more like Tyneside area in like the 30s or 60s.
Or with the electrification.
Well, yeah, just this huge sort of area where there's different sort of industries going on. You've got your shipbuilding, your NCB area.
I think I'm just going to let it
area
cruise a
and
bit because we're
Ironwood.
running early. Just see where we are. Oh, we're not far from Hereford now. Jesus.
No, we've just gone through Pontrilas.
I thought it was Pontrilas.
No, it's Pontrilas.
Pontrilas, laddie, yeah, aye.
It's
Like Ponty Pandy.
give you Ponta bloody pandy. Pontrilas.
Oh, Pont your pandy.
Pont your bloody pandy if you carry on.
I'll pull up to your house with Treasure Evans.
Actually, saying about Pontrilas, It reminds me of an episode of Traffic Cops that was on the BBC.
Oh no, here we go.
The one series was focusing on South Wales Police, and they'd formed this task force up with Gwent Police and West Mercia, which meant all three forces could go onto each other's patches. But you could go on the patch, but then they had to call that force in to take the person off the neck. And the two South Wales boys are following this car, and coming out of Hereford, you go over a bridge that's got a set of traffic lights just before Pontrilas, and as you go over that bridge, you cross the border from England into Wales. And they go over
right,
this
yes.
bridge, pull over this car, and they arrest the driver, and they're like, "Where are we? I think we're 25 miles away from Abergavenny. Are you sure? Yeah. Are we still in England or are we in Wales? Well, I'm pretty sure we crossed the border as we go over that bridge. But we didn't cross that bridge, did we? We did." And they're there then for about 10 minutes, umming and ahhing which county they're in, or if they're actually in England or Wales. To the point that they get both Gwent and West Mercia to come and find out whose patch it is. Only for Gwent and West Mercia to go, "It's not our patch, it's your patch." "No, it's not, it's your patch."
Brilliant.
It's just these two South Wales coppers that are just completely lost. This is great.
Yeah, could you imagine though? I know Wales doesn't have that many different laws to England, but imagine if they pulled over and arrested the boat on the Welsh law and they were in England. So actually, by the time they were,
I think the Roads Policing Act, or I think the roads policing laws and what most traffic officers follow, I think are pretty much the same for any force.
Oh right,
Well,
okay.
Do I know something funny that
I
could have happened?
So-
I don't know if you guys remember, England was trying to raise the motorway speed limit
Yes.
a few years ago to 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, they pulled him over on, "Are you doing over the limit?" "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are."
Yeah, it's because Scotland wanted to keep it the same. So if England had raised the speed limit, not only could you be done for speeding as you cross the Scottish border, you could also be done for drunk driving because we've lowered our drink drive limit.
Yes, that's right. You've got
Yeah.
the tightest out of all three. Well, 4 bits of the UK.
I think the only difference is with the police is that if they nicked on, like, say Gwent or on South Wales patch, I think the only difference is that like South Wales have got to do like the lead and pursuits and everything, from what I gather from watching Traffic Cops. So I think that's about it. Otherwise, that Gwent can nick the person and take him back to Gwent if they want, and vice versa. Anyway, that's enough about talking about Traffic Cops. It was better on BBC than it is on Channel 5, personal opinion.
When I push this button, you will witness the worst thing you could possibly imagine. Channel 5.
Guys, here's a real thinking man's question, right?
Go on.
Here's a real question, right? If you had to,
Yeah.
and you were fucking tied down into a chair, what would you rather work? 2 Girls, 1 Cup, or 10 hours of Channel 5?
I'd rather watch Channel 5.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same, to be honest.
Depends what's on
I
Channel 5.
don't even know why that question entered your head.
I don't know, because Channel 5's like piss poor. It's like the Poundland of television shows. It's so...
See,
Which
Channel
is a
4
pity.
used to be really good, and then they lost Max Headroom.
I think, when did they lose Max Headroom? Was it after the Max Headroom incident, or was it before?
What Max Headroom incident?
You know, the one where the guy with the Max Headroom mask hijacking a TV station in America.
No, that was in America. That was after.
Yeah, was it before or after that?
No, it was around the same time as Max Headroom was popular.
Yeah, because they did 1 series in the United Kingdom, or was it 2, and then they moved over to America. It was Cine. What was the company called? Cine Max. Cine something.
Well, because the British property, but then the Americans ate it
Yeah.
up. And... I saw the
I
movie the
haven't
other day,
actually
actually, it was pretty
watched it.
decent.
I haven't actually watched much TV of late, really. The only thing I've actually managed to watch recently are reruns of Heartbeat.
Of course you do
Fair.
watch your reruns of Heartbeat.
No,
I
Really,
like
so do I.
Heartbeat.
I like Heartbeat.
Heartbeat was alright, actually.
It's like the exception of soaps is Heartbeat.
yeah, well, it's drama,
Heartbeat.
really.
Yeah, it's
Heartbeat
fine.
was good. Shame we never actually found out what happened to Oscar Blaketon, though. Actually, here's a thought as well about Heartbeat. That and The Royal, which was its partner show, both actually finished in a similar fashion that two of the main characters in both shows both had something happen to them. Spoilers if you've never seen Heartbeat and The Royal. Oscar Blaketon fell on a pitchfork, and
Oh,
the
God.
doctor in The Royal got shot. But you never actually find out what happens to them because both series ended on that.
I suppose it's just left to your interpretation.
Yeah, it's you're into your own interpretation. Does Oscar survive? Does the doctor survive? Who
Well,
knows?
Blaketon fell into a bunch of green grass and went green grass.
Ordinary died. It was painful death.
What, like Phil Bellamy? He got shot, didn't he?
Shotgun, didn't he get?
Autopsy.
Yes. I liked his character.
Didn't need to do an autopsy on him, he got blown with a shotgun.
I've seen the death series. It's just so like, oh my god.
An autopsy is more easily performed with a shotgun.
The moment the gun goes off, and of course, I think you actually see like his chest or his stomach explode, and the look on his face of shit, I've just been shot.
The problem is, though,
that's
by
not-
that point he would have been half dead or half out of it anyway, so
Oh look, I've
Yeah.
been
in
impaled.
actuality. Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about that on Train Symphony, but
Not
there you go.
Jello.
Well, why not? Let's talk about the traction.
Guys,
47.
No, that's actually a really fucked up joke. I can't say that.
Oh look, I've been impaled.
No, I was gonna make a real fucked up joke, and I don't want to do
Save
it.
it for later.
But
That's if you
I'll
remembers it.
DM it to you.
but yes,
It is fucked up.
On the topic of TV, as you were talking earlier, I haven't watched much TV. Thingy on this match.
I have to
so
admit, I
can't
do
speak
like this
of-
47.
Is it better than the usual ones?
It's better than the
Yep.
Guju ones by a long shot.
It's it's the same model and scripting as the Virgin one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
never
is.
had the version.
However, the sounds are like really good. So I don't know who did the sounds for 'em.
You can
Oh,
check.
I'll actually mute the stream a second.
You can check.
There you go,
if you
Bruce. I
want.
DM'd it. It's fucked up. That's a
I'd
real
just like
fucked
to make
up
a
joke.
point. You're on the main line, and yet your coaches are running on B1 bogies. I can just
Yeah.
picture all the passengers inside going. Blah, 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 blah,
Oh.
blah, 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 the seats.
That's
Yeah.
I said it was fucked up. That's why I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
saying
no, I'm glad you didn't say that.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, we had a bit of a incident in the groups with stuff like that the other day, so
Jesus.
yeah, we did. Long story, I'll tell you later. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Channel 5 have to do some decent stuff. Wasn't the Chris Tarrant thing across Cuba Channel 5?
Ah, here we go. BMG Welsh Marches.
It seems that we're
I don't-
arriving about 9 minutes early into Hereford.
Don't think I've seen any of the Channel 5 Chris Tarrant stuff. In fact, I can't remember the last time I watched Channel 5 actually.
I like the way he did a programme across Cuba, which was a good programme by the way, but it was hilarious because he wants to do like one end of Cuba to the other by train. They've got the most unreliable train system ever.
Yeah, I can't see anything in the manual about who did what.
See, that's interesting because these sounds are actually kind of like. I mean, I wouldn't say they're as detailed as what AP has done, but it's like it rivals that. It definitely sounds better than the old 47 sound pack, but to be fair, we're still waiting for that brand new 47 model to come out eventually.
We could use
I've
an.
got to be honest. Talking of things we would like to see in trains, I'd love to see a new 153 in trains actually.
Yes, 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 yes.
150 and 56.
With ScotRail version?
No. Yeah, I suppose. But AP, if you're listening and you're watching
Doubt it.
this,
It's still plausible.
doing you 153. But I want to see all the Wessex liveries in it.
Oh, of course. Of course. There we go. The mask falls off.
And that
The
Aruba
gender is
orange-
revealed.
What's wrong with Wessex?
I don't know, I'm just doing a meme, to be honest.
The thing,
Alright,
the thing
fair
is with Wessex, they had going on to Wessex trains. They never even like had a house livery as such. It was just like the 31s were pink, the 158s were silver with pink or purpley doors, the 150s were purple. The Pacers had Visit Bristol plastered all over them. The 153s were either red, black, or blue. So it's just like, what's your house colour?
Yeah. Should I swap the traction out on the next part of the scenario, or should I keep it at 47?
Entirely up to you. Or say that the 47's failed and has been replaced with a 37 courtesy of West Coast Railways.
How can you read my mind?
For saying that, you should have swapped it out for that leg and had it on the more thrashier part of the marches.
True.
The thrashier part is the climbs up Chickenbram, Pontypool Road, and Llanvy Angle, or Llanvy Angle, however you want to pronounce it.
That's a bit of a mouthful at the best of times.
What, Llanvy Angle?
That.
Oh, what's his proper name? Llanvy Angle.
Diagon Alley?
No, it's
Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley.
His proper name is Llanvy Angle Crucorny.
Right, now this is a bit of a
Do you
tricky
like
one.
the, do you like the angle of the line?
Llanvy Angle Crucorny.
Can't even do it. Shit.
Or Llanvy Angle Crucorny in Welsh. It's similar.
I can draw right up on this, really.
Oh, speaking of made up language.
Made up languages, I'll give you some
Sam.
Okay then. Well, it's like Portuguese, that's a bloody made up language, isn't it?
Yeah, it was made up by the Portuguese and they all speak it.
It's like the Welsh. The Welsh language was made up by the
That's
Welsh,
brilliant.
wasn't it?
Well, the Welsh language was formed by foreigners who came to Britain. True story.
Fly on, fly on.
Oh, wow. That was a good bit of
Me,
run.
Hoffy Coffee. Potty Ping. Hey up, Potty.
Is that actually Welsh for microwave?
Lang.
Slang.
Well, I thought Poppity Ping was actually a place in Wales.
Yeah. Next to Ponty Pandy.
Yeah, that's the one. How did you guess?
Pontypandy is
It's a
actually,
mixture of
from what I
Pontypridd and
understand, is a
Ponty.
is a mixture of Pontypandy, Pontypridd, and Tongapandy.
Yeah, that's it.
That horrible
Which
pink.
was-
What's wrong with the pink livery of Wessex trains? It's not really that bad.
It's pink.
It was
Hey! So, we have got...
it was a bit bright.
Oh, we have got a scenario completed.
Hereford.
Shove you over to menu loading screen. You should be able to hear me at least.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Oh wait, we what? We taking a break?
Hello,
Money.
No,
good evening.
we're just
Yeah,
loading it on the
boys.
next scenario. That's literally it. So,
Right, drink, diet, diet. It's the diety drink that the diety stink. There you go. Only $11.99.
Tea.
Month, 4
Don't
boys.
forget,
Dinner.
always smoke woodbines. Great for the throat. Susan.
oh no! how
Have you had an
shit
accident
has
that
changed
wasn't
over
your
years.
But
Have you had an
what made
accident?
me laugh was when I was at the South Devon Railway. There was an advert for a cigarette company. I can't remember which one it was now. It just had the name of it, and it just said "Saws a sore throat."
Oh,
it'll probably give you
Adrian, I
one.
completely, I'm so upset. Like, after South West Trains, right, got bought, which was it had, like, a good livery scheme. It had, like, decent colours, chef's choice, lovely. And then Southwestern took over, and it was like, grey, blue, yes, human colour. Such like an
Yeah.
alien.
I've got to admit, out of all the liveries I can think of that I've grown up with in time, I think the best one had to be First Great Western's fag packet livery.
Midland
Hang on,
Main Line original one for me.
Teal and Tangerine was another great livery, but for me, fag packet was one of my, what was my personal favourite. The Grace HSTs. I grew up fotting in the early 2000s where fag packet was of course in its transitional over to Barbie doll.
Yeah. Also, the 180s had a weird livery as well, didn't they, when they came out?
They had Barbie doll.
Oh, that's what's called Barbie doll then.
That's called Barbie doll.
Oh,
yes.
that was bloody awful. That was.
Bro, am I right to mute the two guys that are in the chat here?
Sorry.
To unmute them, speak and say hi.
Why? Who we got to join us?
We got Mike and Seb here, but
oh right.
Oh, we still got the permissions problem. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Unmute them. Go for it.
Nope.
Yeah. There you go.
every time I'm unmuted, it
Oh, that was me doing
Seb.
that.
Oh, for God's sake, you. Wow.
But, yeah, that livery the 180s carried, Bruce, was Barbie doll, which was that white, pink, allegedly blue, but to me it looks purple with the big pink and yellow stripes at the side.
ScotRail had a similar scheme.
Yeah. Actually, to quote Great Western, the official stance on their blue at one point is actually Panto Reflex Blue Sea. But depending which way you looked at it in the light, it looked purple.
You talking about First Barbie?
Yeah,
As I know.
First Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah, First Barbie, then went to First North. When we had it.
Well, that was their house colours, wasn't it? First group.
We shouldn't be
Bloody
too long, folks. We
Barbie
changed
doll.
the scenario, by the way. I'm just waiting for scenario editor to not be a dick.
Unfortunately, that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, it does seem to be that way given. Yeah, cool. That works.
It's a machine gun ammo. Perfect.
Stop it! Oh, bloody... I'll crumple you up like toilet paper, Sebastian, I swear.
Now we've got a problem.
I will grab you and shake you.
That's one way of delivering a parcel.
Bruh.
Jesus Christ, why is Seb so bloody loud?
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Send for the sniper!
Oh,
Send for the
okay.
sniper!
Get you banned off YouTube.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody else's ears ringing?
Oh, RIP headphone users. Jesus
do-
Christ. Seb, you are really loud on my end. I'm going to have to turn you down a bit.
We do apologise for the Danish person in the chat. He's Danish.
He's very pastry.
Yes. Here's a pastry past his sell-by date. Sorry, Seb. On top form tonight. It's only 8 minutes past 9. Come on, lads.
We're nearly there, we're nearly there, we're nearly there.
Yeah, okay, I'm moving further away from the mic, but I have to
Previously on the
notify
bill.
you guys that I have a new
There we
mic
go,
and it's
guys, we're
not
back.
I can tell, Sebastian.
Well, it's just like I'm still getting
Right.
used to it. It's a temp mic, but it's a lot louder than the other one I had before.
So
And I
I'm just going to
realized
turn
this is the
train
first
sim
time
up a
that
bit
I
this
also got
time.
hearing me again.
It's weird. Your big, Scandi, bassy voice is booming over us.
Booming over us all, yeah.
Oh, my joke's very fun. Follow Mike.
Why hasn't the AWS gone off as I've set up the cab?
Because AW fucked off.
Is there a nice little... Ah!
AW sod off.
There we go. Cool, I've got functional GSMR. We can get that set up before we leave. I've forgotten the fucking echo we got now. Is that registration?
Denmark. Wow.
Hey, right. What is our registration code? 1Zulu51. So, one.
Denmark, also known as Wrong Norway, different Sweden, and that's actually not Finland.
And Dyke Germany.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Finally, some proper bloody traction. Here we go.
You know, Freddie, I know you're so salty over that dick move. I mean,
No, that was a bit. I'm not salty about that.
Well, yeah, but I made that gas song thing where instead of "Do you like my car," I say "Do you like my tram," and you just went perhaps, and then I say then I wrote out the lyrics
Right.
gas, and you replied, "Oh,
Oh,
it's
you
saying
can't
you
say-
should return to your German origin or something."
Okay, who wants some thrash?
I want more bullets.
Getting enough thrash for the 50 at the minute.
Why can't I move the brake?
Come here.
We might get what we need.
Press R to unping it. You go unping it with R. So R release.
Oh.
Ah.
I had a video running in the background. All of a sudden I hear music and I'm like, where's that coming from?
Right. Okay, here we go. No, we don't.
Giant.
Hang on. Is there DRA on this?
Yes.
That'll be white. I always
Oh,
get
Christ,
DRA.
my voice sounds so annoying on that video.
Hello. Die.
It's a weird chat up line, Stu.
That's to do with the
Yeah,
Zambinis.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
There we go. Return the flag back to
Heck yeah.
To what, 11?
Yeah, about that. And we're driving 37418 with GSMR.
Clag factor is one of the things I love about AP.
Right, we have got to stop somewhere. Pick up passengers from Ludlow. It's Ludlow we have to stop at.
Recommend slowing down when you get to Ludlow because it's right outside the tunnel.
Yeah. I overran it last time I tried to play this scenario.
It's not the first time you've overrun stations, is it, Bruce?
We don't mention that.
Of all the routes I've driven, the most used of late is the West Somerset. I haven't been in like 2 years, 3 years this year.
Oh, the clag.
I've just not been to it, period.
Last time I went, I should have had an HST all the way from Bishops down to Minehead, but you know.
Can you get thrash mode control T? You can't get thrash mode on this. Oh, gutting.
I got denied a HST to Minehead. Disgusted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Network rail apparently wouldn't gauge a HST to Minehead.
Why?
Just by the fact they were stored down there at one point, weren't they?
No idea.
They wouldn't gauge a HST to Minehead.
Yeah,
honest,
we-
they don't-
It's not anything to do with short swing link and long swing link. Which is it?
No, because HSTs have been down before.
Yeah, we had some stored on our line for ages.
To be honest, the way the West
And
Sunset is right now, you couldn't run a Hornby train set down there, let alone any other
I'm
line.
going to kill you if you carry on.
Yeah, Reese, that would also explain the funny video of the Porta
Porta
Par
Par
twins
twins
pulling
pulling it.
one of them into the
Well,
platform.
the one set was 43123, and the other one that now escapes my knowledge was actually fired up and used on the 2005 Diesel Gala.
I'm guessing they got permission first.
We must have. Don't know who drove it. Don't know who the
155 was on the other end.
Oh, 155 was it? Right. But yeah, we fired it. used it on
So you had the
Diesel
buffer
Gala.
sets down there, didn't you?
Yes, where it was, we had, was it 2 or 3 complete 5-car Virgin sets stored. Eventually they ended up going to first. I think at one point, because I had a visit there, my first visit to the railway many years ago. There was one set parked in the stone sidings, there was another set parked in the bay sidings, and there was a solitary Midland mainline power car parked up.
Ha! That'd be one of the ones that went first, Great Western.
Yeah, it was in Rio blue, in the
Yeah.
later blue with the silver blocks on. I think now most of them are with either Grand Central or with Great Western, or have now gone off lease since.
Well, the Grand
No, they'd
Central
be
ones will be with
GC
EMR,
ones are EMR.
but
Oh,
I
EMR.
haven't seen any of those sets out since lockdown. So I don't even know if they're coming back or not now.
Still
Yeah,
quite like the fact that some people still refer to them as XGC sets.
We call them Angels.
Yeah.
We've
They're not
always
even-
called them Angels ever since the company first got them. We've always called them Angels.
Well, that day I did my trip up to the Great Central, somebody asked like this dispatch staff bloke at Derby, oh, is the next one going to be HST? He was like, yeah, it's going to be an Angel set.
Speed limit 75. Cool. We're not even at 70 yet. I should have put 2 37s on the front of this, I think. I think one was being a bit adventurous.
Could have used a 50.
I haven't bought the 50s yet.
Oh, you need to.
It's only a VAC. I don't get overly excited about VACs.
To be fair, I did quite well managing load 11 with just the loco breakdown, Washford.
That's alright going. That's not where going, really.
Zombie, fuck off.
That right, says you're the volunteer down there. Does it matter what end the quantum set goes? So I've got it on the minor.
What was that, sorry, Mike?
He asked him about the Quantox set, I think.
Does it matter which end it goes on?
What, the Quantock Bell set?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Oh.
be on the Taunton end of the train.
Hello, JRS. Nice to see you.
Oh well.
Only because the BSK on the QB set's got a really great big generator in it, and you can't walk through. So normally it's formed BSK at the Taunton end, then the RBR, RU, whichever code it is, the restaurant coach, which is where all the cooking and the food's prepared.
Probably an RBR.
Then the FO,
Fuck off.
and the RMB.
I don't think that's what it says.
So the set, because what was meant to be happening this season, and if we do have a season, touch wood, it should hopefully go ahead, was we were meant to be doing a Quantock Bell attachment on a Sunday, which meant you would take 4 coaches off Minehead, you get to Bishop's Lydiard, you have the Quantock Bell shunted on the set, you then take the Quantock Bell out for 2 trips, up to Minehead, back to Lydiard, knock it off again, and then go back to Minehead.
Hey, I said, can I get my
Right,
check?
because that's what I'm doing with the red timetable at the minute.
Yeah, so you would take 3 or 4 off Minehead down to Lydiard, put your QB on, whiz up to Minehead, whiz back, knock it off, go back home, then go for a pint in the Hairy Dog.
Difference is I've got top
What was that
7 till
about?
injured.
Hairy Doggin? You just cut that
Hairy
out,
Dog.
Reese.
Hairy Dog is a name of one of the many drinking establishments in Minehead.
Also known as the pub.
Also known as the
pub.
Weatherspoons.
No, the Weatherspoons
Oh,
is
what a
the
surprise.
People Darlington. The Hairy Dog's a privately owned pub, which we also drink
Oh,
in.
there you go.
I even have a discount card for that pub.
It's
Weatherspoons or the dog?
The dog. Yeah, there's quite a few of us have.
Oh, we've got a 65 of them. I've actually got to slow down for something. Jesus.
Yeah, most. Oh yes, the tunnels you're coming up to.
Oh, yes.
Cheating bugger.
But yeah, that's one of the pubs we're drinking in the evening. Hopefully it'll still be open when we return to Minehead.
Partake in consumption of wheat water. Interesting.
Well, I'll put it this way: if that shuts, you don't have a disco anymore. No dance on a Saturday night for you.
Oh, what a shame. What a... Oh, crying shame, Reese.
Yeah, I've had some interesting nights in that place. Like me and one of the drivers were stood in there minding our own business, with our arms folded, having a chat. As we have drinks in hand, it was one or the other, we were just talking, and there was a hen party in there, and one of the drunk bridesmaids just pushed me and my mate apart and just walked through the middle, and it was just like, yeah, there's plenty of room to go around. She just pushed us apart like she was like the queen or something.
Oh, not this story again.
Okay.
I don't know if I've told that one.
What?
I can't
Is that the
remember.
end?
I just hear. Yeah, never
I've
mind.
got so
Carry
many
on.
stories from going out in Minehead, they're quite good.
Someone just
Can't
pushed
tell
you.
them. Yeah, she just like pushed me and my mate apart just to walk through, just so she could walk between us to go to wherever she was going. It's just like, why?
Dick move. Should have pushed her.
She was pissed, stumbling around in high heels. I don't even know if she knew what fucking time it was, let alone where she was.
Not bad for being drunk. I mean, I'm sober and I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, true. What's it?
It's Fry Monday.
Mic check or mic?
Mic check.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. I sound for a full house.
Yeah, okay. No, I just wanted you to talk. I put you down to 86 or 85. So, just wanted to check.
Because I thought my other mic was loud.
Yeah, I had you at 100 previously.
Recording so that it was like really muffled, which annoyed me because
Yeah, I think I might have to tell you what, because I think everyone can hear you but me. If I can't hear you, that means people on stream can't hear you. I'll just knock you back up again.
I'd put him up to 200.
I did take auto gain off this one, but that just
Yeah, there you go.
cut
I
the
fixed it. There you
that cut the volume in half, and now I've got auto gain on, but that means that even sitting like this close to it, which is like half an arm length or something, it's still pretty loud.
Like real talk, if I put you up to 100, no meme, I'd probably feel my brain stem rumble.
I won't even have to do that against the mic. I just have to say it out loud. I mean, it's not that big of a mic, but it gives excellent sound, I think, for what I needed to do, which is a temp mic, since the mic I really ordered won't be delivered until. Thanks for ordering.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't want to sound mean, but not having a parcel come on time is probably the
No,
no.
don't get me wrong, Freddy. It's not something. It's just like I know everyone is affected by this through some way.
Oh god, that sounded awful.
What did?
You'll get it on your stream shortly.
No?
I thought it was something I said.
Shit.
I'm like, oh,
I've just realised I've not put any headlights on.
But you're into the inspector's office, but
Headlight. Right, where's the tail lights?
yeah, to be honest, Freddy, I don't think that's why it's delayed, because it was delayed before this thing blew.
Wait, is that you talking on stream to me, Seb, or was that you right now talking to me on stream?
I don't know.
Oh, my
Reese, how do you
fucking
turn
God.
off both tail lights on the 37?
K and Shift K.
I press Shift K, Control K? Control K. Completely forgot about the headlights. There we go, pass through Ludlow. Get behind the yellow line, you scrub.
Get on the yellow line, you slag!
No, I said scrub.
Seb, don't worry, I caught up with what you said via the stream.
Did anyone hear that awful noise on stream, by the way?
Yeah, where you go down the...
Oh yeah, the coaches, yeah, because they've got crap sounds.
No, he's got the AP ones.
So you heard my
No,
JK
these are the
-ish
standard.
thing.
These are the standard.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, these are the ones that came in Welsh Marches.
Oh, shite. Well,
They don't look
I've
too
got
bad
my
though,
vi-
actually. Not too
my
bad.
stream kind of broke itself in quality, so I just
Oh,
couldn't.
it shouldn't have done.
That's my internet is panicking.
What's on the windscreen? Below the grey thing. Looks like a fucking tax disc.
Yeah, it is. He's got to have his MOT check in a bit.
No, that is a. I think that's a windscreen label, like the type of glass it is.
Hmm. Yeah, because it looks like a fucking tax disc. And for those of you who can remember tax discs, yes, well done.
I remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot they discontinued them, didn't they?
It's all electronic now.
They discontinued them because a grand, massive stock of them have been stolen from the DVLA.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's actually what happened. I can't remember if they publicised that, but I did find out they had a load of tax discs actually stolen before they got to the DVLA, so that's why they stopped doing tax discs, because there would have been fraudulent ones out there.
That's a bit good.
When I bought my car, coming up 2 years ago, I got all the paperwork with it, but I've still got its first tax discs. In fact, I've got all the tax discs on it, I believe, up until they stopped doing them. Which isn't bad going. Oh, wow. Not doing too bad actually at the moment. Right, so we go through Wooferton or Wooferton.
Bork.
Bork. So then I'll stop at Ludlow, which is the next stop after Wooferton. And if the brakes or anything to go by, 66. If the brakes or anything to go by when they're broken the tunnel, so I can give you some thrash. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have to brake early, I think. Oh, I'm not using the brakes right, one or the other. It has been a while since I drove this. I like the flies on the windscreen. Yeah, I do like the fact that he modelled the, or that they modelled the fly splats on the windscreen. You don't get like that anymore, stop, do you?
They did that on the thumper.
Oh yeah,
Bye-bye,
that's right,
Screamer.
they did, didn't they? Yes.
Bye-bye, Screamer.
Oh.
Right, so
Zombie.
Wolferton
Zombie.
Main. Go past that. Hey, we got another whistle board. I can't stop playing with the horn.
Stop playing with the whistle!
Lol. So, Ludlow. Pick up pastures from Ludlow. So, we are 4 miles away from there. Cool. It's not far off. Now, I will make sure I stop for this one this time because I completely missed it last time. Like an absolute idiot.
Time bar.
Yep, a dime bar indeed. Dimus Barus. But yeah.
Where?
What dime bar? In the supermarket, aisle 10.
No, where's the
Oh, back.
where's the armored giant? I need to kill it.
No,
Die! Standard mags unlocked.
sounds like going to
Oh, yeah.
the supermarket, doesn't it? Waiting outside. I need to kill him. Die.
I remember the last time I went to the supermarket, just as we were leaving, some bloke was setting up with his accordion to entertain everybody.
Last time I went shopping, it did my head in because there was like it's all like 2 meters apart. They've got bloody tape all over the floors and everything. No one either adheres to it or whatever. Oh, it's like playing a game of Pac-Man. The only difference is you're not trying to hunt for food rather than eat the things that are floating about.
The
Rather than eat
when I
magic
went
glowing
shopping-
pills.
When I went shopping last, we were queuing from the one end of the car park all the way along, and then what Morrison's had done, they sprayed like 2 meter boxes out with red spray paint, like 2 meter stripe, 2 meter stripe.
Hello, Mr. Roblox Gamer. Oops, that's the wrong button. I am driving a Class 37-4 made by Armstrong Powerhouse, Maskey Simulations. I think it was Maskey Simulations.
Yeah, I think Master Key did there. Because remember, Railright went to Just Trains with theirs, but that one seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, because after
even the page for it has disappeared.
you don't think they have pulled the plug after AP?
It's entirely possible.
The thing is, though, we haven't heard of the AP Pack 2 of these yet because we still haven't got Dash Zeros or anything yet. They're the ones I really want.
Because TMD?
Because what?
Nice use
Oh,
to-
even STMD? Yeah, that'd be a nice one to have.
I mean, who doesn't want
You ever get the
TMD?
feeling you're not going to stop in time?
I don't know, sometimes. Then I usually don't.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. F4. Hacks.
You fucking cheater.
You expected anything less?
Dude, I'm calling the gamer police.
I mean, like, buying that, I would have been playing in the break
it's
scene for
funny
over
how
a mile
quickly you
before
are on
the
your
station if it was me, but there we go.
Sorry, Sam.
Oh,
I just say
hello.
it's funny how quickly you're on your.
Yeah, I've got,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not stopping for Ludlow. That's not
Look,
happening.
I've got like
Why
3
are the
arms and
brakes so shit on
50
this?
fingers, dude.
Can't even drive a 37 in blue, Brucie.
Oh, fuck off. I don't believe this. Ugh.
feel like I missed something.
Bruce overran the
Or as
platform.
the old
Overran
song goes,
Ludlow
"Never had a
again."
split box tractor in blue."
I mean, last time it was because I completely forgot I needed to stop there, and then this time the brakes don't work on the 37 because it's crap.
It's not crap. It's just
Oof.
time.
Yeah, but it's like you want it to brake. It's like you have to put the brakes in about 10 miles before.
Right? Oh, whistling. Oh.
No, please don't whistle.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? I will shoot you in the face.
We're sorry to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that we have overrun Ludlow. We shall now be continuing on to Shrewsbury. Thank you.
Might as well.
I mean, if you're already overshot it, there's not much point in reversing.
This is the guard. We were actually held hostage by ISIS.
Oh, God's sake.
That's why we overran the platform. Not driver incompetence. No. Terrorists. Always terrorists. If you have any complaints, actually send an email to reeseunderwood.gmail.co.f5. He's found 40M3 next to the petrol station. You know the one. Yeah, that one. Anyway, thank you. Bing bing.
What the fuck was that?
An absolute monstrosity.
Freddy being Freddy, that's what just happened.
Yeah.
Are these Mark 1s vac or brake fitted? Brake. Fuck my life.
Vac or air, both, I think.
I don't think it matters, does it?
TS it doesn't.
Physics,
No,
whether they're
yeah.
in back
Well,
or not.
sometimes in TS it does.
Sometimes in TS it does. I'm wondering. Because the brakes surely can't be that useless on a 37.
Does that
No,
depend on
Well,
the
put it
coaches?
this way, I've never had a problem breaking.
To
with
be
the
fair, I was
37s.
putting the brakes in over a mile before. So
Were you using the loco brake too?
I threw it in. I pressed backspace and I got the escape menu.
Oh. Weird. Actually, looking at your HUD, you don't even have a emergency stop option on there.
No, I don't. It's weird, isn't it? I'm wondering, is there a compressor switch or something that I've got?
Possibly.
I wouldn't mind getting back up on North Wales coast actually with the 37-4. Last time I tried to run around the centre and clouded it and derailed it. And I got to Corinne.
Right, okay. What's that? Route indicate.
Yeah.
Interior lights, outside B lights, right. Okay. Is there a compressor or something that I've got to switch?
Are you telling me you didn't read the manual?
Copy, demister. Train heat, ETS status indicator. Horn. Now this is interesting. Okay.
Try using left and right maybe. There's some like options.
Well, what kind of coaches have different sort of braking simulated? Because I haven't had any issues with braking.
Well, if you well, there was a problem with Duchess of Sutherland. It wouldn't pull. It wouldn't
it's on
pull
air
some of the old
passenger.
stuff.
It's on passenger air, so I don't know if these are air brake
Check
Mark 1s or not.
You can check
could
it
be
over.
back.
Well, the 37 always starts off in air pass as default.
Yeah.
You can whack her over to a pass vac if you want.
Might
Is it
be.
warm in the cab? Is it?
No, I just did it to get as much noise as possible.
No. Yeah, you can whack them over to pass vac. You've just got to go through all the settings to
yeah.
get it.
Right,
So
Oh,
you've got
yeah,
to
there it
press
is.
Directional up, down arrows, or whichever one it is. Left, right arrows to get it. Keep going. Keep going.
Up, down, go hot dog, butter my
Look at me.
Anderson, blah blah blah.
If you keep pressing the right, left arrows, you'll swing round. It'll take you to a view of the bulkhead, and you'll be able to change it over to pass back.
But I'm. Yeah, but no. I'm looking at where it says air pass, but I can't change it.
Yeah, listen to what I was saying. Your directional keys on your keyboard, your left and right ones. Keep
Yes.
pressing them. Keep going. Is it not?
I'm at the
If you
danger
press
board.
them- Yeah, and then you should have another one that takes. See, it's delayed at the moment, my end. So
Yeah, it's extremely delayed on my end too.
I'm looking at the roof where it says air pass.
I'll go round again.
Right, we don't want the danger board.
When you say bulkhead, do you mean the bit that goes into the front of the loco?
No, there is a way of doing it on 37s that you can swing all the way round and change it to pass back. There is a way of doing it because I've done it before.
I'm just wondering if it's on air brake mode and these carriages are vac, which is why I overran Ludlow again.
I think that is the case. No, that's
Well, yeah, considering your brake length, that's definitely indicating that the coaches are not braking with.
see. Well, actually, I don't have the 37, so I can't look through the manual. Can I?
Well, the manual should be available on AP's website. I don't know, I haven't checked it, but it is
check.
for the other stuff.
Let's see. Roller stop loco quotes.
Turn off console. And switch back to PC.
At risk of causing the game to crash. I wonder if. Because I did, very cleverly. Yes! Well done, Bruce.
What did you do?
Shortcutted the manuals folder.
Yeah, Bruce, it's in the number 2 end of the cab.
Oh, for
That's where you can switch it over.
can't really do that on the move very easily.
It says the brake selector switch on the back of the wall of the number 2 end cab allows you to choose either air or vacuum brake mode.
I like the way it
On
doesn't
top of
tell
that-
you which end you're in. There's normally, in most cabs, a number 1 it says
I think
somewhere.
the number 1 sticker on your window actually is.
No, that's type 1, that's for glass.
Oh, is it? Oh, shite.
You can control plus it, Bruce, when you're on the move, and it should take you into the back cab.
Yeah, that's just fucking cool.
No, not on this, because it'll
right.
it'll throw the emergencies on.
No, will it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's recovered. Eh?
Bruce, I think you just went through Craven Arms where you're supposed to stop. On the stream, you
No,
just
I
passed
wasn't.
it.
It was Ludlow.
Oh, yeah, it's saying go via. Never mind, ignore me. I'm being silly.
I'm pissed off about that though. It just wouldn't brake. I threw the brakes in a mile off, and a mile from the 37,
Yeah, because
low 10.
You're in air, that's why.
Probably.
It makes sense.
So I'm going to say the last time I drove
Because in
this...
hindsight, when you set up the Class 40, you've got to do like the change cab dance, don't you? And I think that is to set the VAC. So... I'm going to presume that the 37 is very similar.
Yeah. Church, Stretton. So we're not far from Shrewsbury now, are we? Actually, you know what?
What?
Oh dear. No, can't click on anything either on the other end.
Arga.
There we go, we've got it back again. No, I've tried. There's got to be a way of doing it. What's that one? Is that warning me about the 80? Which I'm not doing. Yeah. It's fine. Manual.
Oh, by the way, Bruce, just a heads up, in the number 2 cab, it's an actual switch you interact with. They're not buttons you're looking at, you're looking at indicator light.
Oh, right, okay. That'll probably be why. Brakes, yeah. Brake selector switch, number 2 and cab, those. Well, where is the brake selector switch? That's freaking useful. It's cab layout.
I'm going to presume at the top, like, there's like sort of like pipes in that area at the top.
Brake selector switch, number 43. Ah! I know we're going off grade, fuck it. Where are we? I can't find the fucking switches. Where's the switch? Back of the bulkhead. You said there's a switch.
And it's... Now let me load up the manual again.
I'll just pause break, just while you do that quickly.
Yeah, no worries, hang on.
I had the manual open, but I can't do both at the same time. Page 17.
Right, it's loading.
Because I'm going to have to brake for Shrewsbury no matter how I look at it.
You're gonna be expecting a very long break length.
You know what? I think that maybe you can pull back like a maintenance hatch or something.
Yeah, but where? Where? I'm going to have to... No, this has got me. This has stumped me, this has.
Maybe you can do the left and right more further on in the rear cab.
Right, so, no. No. No, can't. Perhaps it's just not on this variant then.
I don't think so. What's that fuse box looking thing? Can you open
I
that?
can't get in that.
The
Oh,
horn
well,
works, try your lights!
what?
Car honked its horn outside.
Fucking made me
The
shit
horn-
myself. What
the
you were
horn-
yelling at, you twat?
The horn works, try your lights. It's not as bad as a mate of mine when he heard a bike going past, he shouted, "Fall off."
Oh well, it could have gone smoother. It's always the same on these live streams. Surely there's
Tonight's quote of the night, boys and girls. Eurovision is to gays what train spotting is to anoraks. A reason to live.
a... There's so much documentation to go through.
Oh yeah, that's right, ran out of Fanta. Move the table. Stretch my legs. Oh.
No, dynamic exhaust effects, no.
What to do, what to do. What do I do today? What all? That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I should have gone with double-headed. Ah well, never mind it. Hopefully we're near the end of this ridiculous grade now. We are actually accelerating now. We are actually accelerating, yay. Yeah, it must be the coaches. That's the only thing I can think of.
What you do is you pick your 37 regional railways, call it Oystevlik and Deutel, and take 3 Mark IIs and 1 air braked Mark 1 along the North Wales coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
No North Wales for you.
Shame 429 didn't survive. Actually, used to swap fuel this evening. All of the Cardiff Canton,
Yeah.
6 37s that were allocated for the Dash 4, so 4, 2, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 30 and 31 have all been scrapped. All of the original canting allocated ones.
These coach models are so good. There's not even brake pipes or steam heat pipes on them.
And then you've got the bloody Riviera ones that seem to have a constant steam heat leak on them, even during the summer. But they've got a Buckeye model in the down position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
in the correct position.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't run about.
I
with your
might do
Buckeye.
North Wales Coastal next.
No, when I say that, Reese, I mean not inside the frames, hanging on the coupler where it should be.
Yeah, I was going to say it should be mounted up on the coupling, yeah, in the down position.
Not inside the frames, not on the track like some of them. Exactly where it should be.
Yeah, because as I say, you should never run with your Buckeye in the raised position either.
Because tell that to TSW.
Unless it's a multiple units.
Well,
yeah,
tell that to
if you're
TSW.
shunting, yeah, if you're shunting, it's not too bad. I've prepped a coach for shunting before, raised the Buckeye and put the buffers in to save fucking about before now, so...
Because even the AP Mark ones have got a bit of a positioning problem with their Mark.
Oh, with the crash box or whatever it is, the crash positioning, where you can run your loco right into them to the toilet end.
Yeah, it's really weird that.
The AP ones, the couplers on most of them are too far in. If you notice, they're actually in the frame and a bit down low, and where they should be. And then there's the BG and that. It's still down low, but it's too far forward. And as a result, it's interfering with some of the steam engines.
I just tend to find that they weigh a bloody ton, depending what loco you've got on the front.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, I ran a Jubilee out of steam on load 6 on them.
Which Jubilee?
Bossman Games. I ran a Bossman Games loco out of steam on load 6 AP Mark 1s. And yet, I took a manor out on load 6. Was it load 6 or 7 AP Mark 1s? And had no problem.
Well, that's Bossman Games for you.
No, I think it's just technique. It's just I'm bummed out that I can't.
It is, but it's very difficult. I mean, I'm used to the JT's one now, and even the K4 I had no problem with, other than slippery weather such as rain and snow. I cannot drive it whatsoever in snow and rain.
That'll be down to the physics and wheel slope.
It is. And I did find, and before people start throwing techniques at me, I did find a way of getting it going, but it was just open slam, open slam, open slam on the regulator constantly, and I could get it just barely to move.
Yeah.
With like all the new advanced stuff for TS, it's kind of like.
Sorry.
I was gonna say it's kind of like one of those be careful what you wish for things, because I was really for advanced.
Oh yeah.
If I'm honest, sometimes if you're in a really slippery position with locos, it will slip easy. Just a thought. Go lighter on the reverser.
Yeah. That's one thing I've done with some trains, but it doesn't always.
There's one engine that takes the piss with scenarios, especially for career scenarios, because you know how you lose points for wheel slipping. One scenario, you start off, you're dead stop, flat, minehead platform, automatically wheel slip problem.
What locos are on?
N15.
Never had a problem getting out of mine, eh?
No, it's with the start of the literally, you're staying still. You're not got the reg open at all. Wheel slip penalty.
I've never.
I've not even moved, dickhead.
Coming out of mine head with anything before in game. And I'll say I've taken some fairly heavy things. I've taken about load 8 or 9 out of mine head before now, and never had a problem.
No, it's TS being stupid for the scenario. That's what it is.
I don't really like.
I completed that timetable thing I was doing one day on Western. I was that bored. I ran it to the actual red timetable with the QB shunt.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
I don't really like careers.
I actually find it more painful in game than I do on a normal day. I suppose because when you're doing it in real life, because you're more active with it, you know, you're jumping out the brake van, watching people getting on and off, watching all the doors, waving your flag and all that stuff. It's more active and you enjoy it. But in Train Sim, it's so dire, it's boring.
I'm going to admit, it's going to be interesting slowing down for Shrewsbury in about 5 miles.
Start braking now.
Should be okay, don't worry. I'm leaving off the accelerator now.
I think my favorite steam engine to drive advanced wise is the 5, as in the standard.
I don't.
But once the K4 is up and running, it's pretty. And I don't have a problem with getting them up to speed, mostly because I'm running them on Danish terms, which means that when they don't have ATC, they're not permitted over 43 miles per hour, which is a pretty decent speed to keep most engines at, except the ones that are built for more and want to go faster than that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because then I understand the whole argument of you know, running Pacifics and Express engines at 25 miles an hour on a heritage railway, because I bet even under those conditions you can just feel that engine, that it's got so much more life in it. It's funny how after all these years of heritage train in Denmark, we still haven't tried fitting ATC onto, well, any steam era related. I'm only aware of, like, I think that's only one engine, something in private railway existence that is like ATC equipped. I guess no one really has found a way on getting onto steam engines. Plus, the way the societies have it, they're still, you know, just trying to get by, and let alone trying to just the thought of putting aside money for that sort of equipment. And as long as they can still fit in between mainline trains, I don't think anyone has ever prioritized. What am I hearing?
Me typing messages.
I thought that's...
No. Reese, for your information, it's my uncle.
Oh, right, same thing.
You have family?
Yes.
Come on, lads!
I didn't want to be that guy, but still.
I don't know. I can tell you one thing. I don't know why, but he's changed his profile picture on Facebook to the Fat Controller. I don't know why.
I mean, my profile picture.
Right.
Like
Then again, if it was me in his situation, I'd be choosing the Fish Controller instead.
Fish? Oh god,
Fish.
we've got a 30 mile an hour coming up.
Fuck the 30.
I'm gonna be honest. I tell you what, I quite fancy doing is buying a cloak and going out gardening in a cloak one day for the banter.
You know what? I
Why?
might actually do this.
Greetings, man in white.
Yeah, it's what you want to go gardening in a cloak, do you, Bruce?
No, I meant breaking time. I might have just found a way of doing it.
The stream all high energy, and now I'm like almost falling asleep at my keyboard.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to that point now.
Ugh.
If anybody knows where I can buy a cloak from, please let me know.
Oh no. Guys, we're not going to make it.
Well, the 30. Who is pinging me? Train shot.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Thank you, Seb, for the compliments on the photos.
We might do it. I've used the handbrake.
Go back on the S300 and you put the handbrake on every coach.
He's done that.
I've done that.
Freddy.
Jesus Christ, this has been a nightmare.
Can't even delete it.
Have you seen the film Silver Streak, Bruce?
No.
Oh,
Isn't that the
sad.
movie with Gene Wilder in?
Yeah, it is.
I've seen that.
Going to have a version of that very, very shortly.
No, we're not.
Oh, this is not gonna end well.
No, I honestly, guys, I'm at a good pace right now.
You know what, Bruce? If you hit pause break at the right time, you can say you've stopped at the station.
That's all for this live stream.
Oh,
We're stopped.
God.
Real talk though, Silver Streak's a pretty good film.
Ah, I don't like the fact I got a distant.
Oh,
Right.
Oh god, he's making a loco handbrake on. It's all Leo,
boy.
all or nothing now.
It's all going off here!
Remember what I said?
Hit it again, Will! Hit the
Dr. Henry
independent!
Jones once said, our situation has not improved.
The situation is not improved.
No, it was more, the situation has not improved. It was more
Brucie
like that.
Magik in Unstoppable.
No, it's all right. We've come out
Well,
of
at
it
least,
smelling like roses, boys.
at least it's a combined. Telling the next one's wrecked.
Well, you are down to about 20. I think you could make it.
Oh, speaking of 37s, what the next thing in my little collection has came a few days ago. I don't know if I told you. You know, the
Yeah.
little gold ingots.
I think that's yellow, so we should be good. I'm supposed to go to a yard after this.
Will you even make it into the yard?
We'll try.
He said, with great difficulty.
Well, so fast.
It's just a matter of really slow speed.
Wee. Wee.
I think we can do it. Which is quite impressive because we've basically got the equatable amount of driving a car and throwing a brick out of it on a string.
Can we do it? No, it's fucked.
Can we fix it? No, it's fucked.
I can't remember where platform 4 is.
In front of you.
Cool. Do I have to reverse the stock or do I drive it forward? Good point.
Unless you check the
String
F1.
arriving
there's a
at
through
platform 4 is the service to here. So get off the fucking train. And go. Be free. Run! Run where you can! He's got.
So get off the fucking train.
Oh wow.
So get off the fucking train.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have Freddy and Clownface on a live stream.
I think we'll be fine.
Was that some 3 miles out you started braking or something?
Could all the people shopping here at Asda please accept that you are piss poor?
I cut off. I just heard it on the stream. I was meant to say he's got a gun, but it cut off too soon.
He's got a gun.
No, Freddy, it cut off perfectly because you just did. He got a gun.
He has one of those AR-15s.
He has one of those bang bang shooty shooty. Long boomstick things.
I have to admit, I'm actually quite proud of that, considering I've effectively had no brakes. I've done quite well.
Yeah, don't
Apart
show
from
the
missing
world
Ludlow, but we'll gloss over that.
Well, that reminds
What
me.
we'll do, we'll get a passenger train to arrange to stop at the next station for him.
that actually reminds me. There's a station over here called Langesko, and it's only a few years old, but they keep forgetting to stop there on the intercity services. So they've had to have this notice on the ATC system telling them to stop at the station, so they remember it.
This is Shrewsbury. Change here for services to Strawberry, Elderberry, wait, I already said Strawberry, fuck. The joke's ruined. Gooseberry, there we go, and Hull. This train is formed of
I'm
more
full.
than 2 coaches.
Well, Bruce, some news for you.
Yeah.
You've broken 600.
Have I?
Yes, you just have, yeah.
Yes!
Hang on, where's the Ministry soundboard?
Still $5.99 on my end.
Well, if you...
Subscribe to Bruce's OnlyFans for
update.
$9.95.
Oh, don't start with the OnlyFans memes, please.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I just updated the page.
Thank
I have
you.
it because I'm classy.
We got there again. We're back up to where I nearly was before I left YouTube, all that time ago. Task failed. Better luck next time. What do you mean task failed? Better luck next time. I arrived at Shrewsbury, you fucking piece of shit.
I think it's...
Yeah, but you didn't stop at Ludlow.
Yeah, but to be
but you
fair,
didn't
right?
stop at Ludlow.
Hang on. It's not a
And you
career
were late.
scenario. It's actually standard. I converted it.
So you're supposed to go on here. Is this your last stop?
Something like that. Right. We'll take it easy.
Did you change the brake mode now? Oh no.
Oh, right.
Oh
that's a
yeah.
good point.
It's behind.
That's a good point. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, but you just still managed to stop.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was quite impressive. Where is the brake switch?
At the points?
Engine.
Oh no, it's the guard again.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in your head.
And once again, it's me, the returning officer.
Oh no, the guard knows my name. Does that mean I'll get a
The
ticket?
votes for Great Britain in
No,
Eurovision
but-
Song Contest
We're
are
gonna
as
get
follows.
cursed with the gypsy guard curse. Here we go.
Ah,
Okay, now
I
you
found
think you can
it.
Hooray!
Well, then if you give me a guard curse, I sure as hell hope that a saxophone player won't be bursting out of my walls saying so.
No, he's gonna hit you with the saxophone. Actually.
That was a
Oh,
Saturday Night Live.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Penny! Look who it is!
Smash it!
Rush!
Smash cut. It's you looking in the mirror, saying, "Look who it is." And you tears straight.
Is this you? Yes, no, fuck off.
Guys, can we not? Thank you. You're gonna definitely never want to drive anyone mad. Now, for some reason, I can't accelerate.
I'll save you. Tree powers activate.
Have you attempted to take the brake off?
Yes. Ah.
Cry internally if like the. Wait, you've got it?
Yeah.
GG.
The HUD's been a bit weird. That's all.
Well, that's the HUD for you.
Now you see why I went for the old HUD.
What? Which old HUD?
The one for TS2014 backwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So does it work now?
We'll soon find out. Because we've got to stop in the yard.
It's hoping.
Well, at 15, there's not much that can go wrong.
Yeah, but we'll find out by the responsiveness.
True.
It's a nice signal box.
Yeah, it is.
Shrewsbury.
Yeah. There's a hell of a structure.
Well, saying at 15 can't go wrong, knowing that, you know, shunting with trams, you still can't get wrong, even at a... Well, depends on your guard in that instant.
All gone a bit quiet, haven't we?
Yeah, it has, because we all run out of energy.
Yeah. Dude, I expended the last of my energy. I'm all burnt out. I'm like used uranium.
Oh, we've got
Used
karaoke next. You all got karaoke now, boys.
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
Okay,
No.
great.
No,
I
no,
have
no,
to
no. You'll
get
get
over
me.
tomorrow
You'll get me
early.
copyright striked. No, don't.
No, it's stuck in my head again. Stupid
Speaking,
Italian
just
song that goes.
batted past that dummy signal because all three of them were at danger.
For God's sake, Fredo.
Yeah, I know it's horrible. It's been stuck in my head all day.
Chop banana.
I had one song stuck in my head for a couple of days once. What? I can't remember what song it was now.
Well, don't think about it because you'll probably remember it and it'll be stuck in your
Ah,
I can't think where it was actually.
do you know
Well,
what?
then it'll probably appear somewhere
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Bruce.
I don't know what's going on because it's even not working on vacuum brakes.
Maybe it just doesn't like the coaches.
Maybe it just doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe the coaches are only scripted to work with the 47 and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe they are, which is weird.
But come to think of it, I think I used those coaches with a DTG Castle, and we braked fine every time I come in for a station stop.
It's not been the first time though, something's gone weird with AP stuff. I just gotta say, congratulations, task failed.
Task failed successfully.
Yeah, basically.
This is where Bruce ends up splitting the points and in the dirt and getting a Form 1.
I think I'm on like Form 1 number 10 now in this run. Scenario failed, yeah, I know that. I'm going to test a theory now because that's driven me mad. Because how has that done that? Let's, you know what, I'm not even going to have the menu screen at the minute.
Bing ba ding ba bing ba bing ba bing ba bing ba bing ba
Standard.
bing ba bing ba bing ba bing ba bing.
Bing, 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 bong.
Bong, 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 ding, bong.
Back to the subject of songs that got stuck in your head. My best mate in high school got Bob Marley stuck in my head. For some fucking reason.
AP Class 37 Crew Banger. Holyhead to Stafford. That's a long one.
Don't worry about heartbreaks, cause no woman, no cry.
Got Crew to Banger.
There's Crew to Chester empty coaching stock. Yeah, go on. I'll do that one.
It's not a Bob Marley song.
I
No
bet
woman,
if this don't break fine, there's something wrong with it. I'm sure that.
I'm trying to think of the Crew Banger. I'm trying to think of the station stops now.
I know,
There's one with
surprisingly
Chester.
little.
Thank you, Mr.
Real
Stevie Productions.
assassin.
You subscribed 10 minutes ago. Thank you so much.
He's probably the guy that got
You
you
are
to
the
600.
600.
You got me to 600. Thank you.
Hey.
Shall I drag Jake Taylor down?
Yeah, go for it.
I have to unmute him.
Hello.
You enjoying this 50 tour, Jake?
Don't push your luck.
Hey, I was meant to be on the bloody thing, mate. Don't you worry.
Don't. I've been at work all day kicking my heels. I've only just literally walked in.
I'm sorry. I thought I'd have to get that one. I apologise again. I'm so sorry, mate.
Don't worry, I'll just kill you later.
Epic.
Kill me on the tour if you want. Please do. That'd be great.
Well, if I can get out of FC dining when I'm not stuffing my face, I might.
I will have 2 hours in here to do it. Don't worry. I'm in peasant class myself, so.
Where's that? Hanging off the back of the train? Or sitting on the roof?
Actually, last time I did the 50 tour, peasant class turned up okay and gave us Coach B, so we actually had a bit of thrash, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, there are going to be a couple of reversals in the tour, so Coach A will be at the front for at least twice the day. So you never know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on yet. I've got 2 weeks booked off work in August, which rounds off on my weekend, so.
Fair enough.
It's a pleasure to have you all here this evening.
Oh, thank you.
Right, choice of 3 beers. Which one to have?
What ones have you got?
A milk stout, a chocolate porter, or a Brewdog Punk IPA?
Yeah,
Out
I
of the-
find Punk IPA too strong. I prefer their Pony Club.
Out of
That
the
one's-
3, I'd probably go for the IPA myself.
Yeah, okay, so do that first and save the other best 2 for last.
I'm actually more of a cider like myself, but
Ugh.
I don't drink.
I'm more
Oh.
of a cider like, but I will partake of Tiny Rebel IPAs.
Oh, Bruce, I found a wine that a lot of people might rate. Go into general and I'll put it on there because it's what it's called.
Yeah, I'll have a look in a bit because I'm not at the menu at the minute.
Oh, he's actually gone into general.
Has he left the chat?
Hang on.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you clicked the wrong general, didn't you?
Don't worry, Jake, I've done that before.
Oh, he's left.
Dead.
God's sake.
Well, that's starting to piss me off a little bit.
I just gotta be careful. That's all. Shit
Right,
happens.
go into general chat and look what I've just put in there. What that wine's.
Mm.
There isn't a granddad one, is there?
No, I don't think there is actually.
Yeah, Ned, Rishton, Grandad, Fat Daz.
Oh, really? That does surprise me. Okay. Don't know why it said I can't load them up. Right, there we go. Pause that there. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. So, someone's asked about the misinformation problems in the Facebook group, guys. So I've got to try and clarify that afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to do. Right. In game. Right.
What are you driving?
37.
Ugh. Okay, I'll be honest.
It's not starting, so this is a cold start.
Fail it and put a 31 on top.
Right.
Fail it and put a 31 on.
Are you doing the crew Chester empties run?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that starts cold anyway.
Oh, bollocks. Right, I've never done a cold start.
To be fair, a lot of train crew used to fail locos for the simplest
How?
of things.
Right, okay. I'm going to need help here, because I've never
Have you
done
got a proper 37?
Yes.
So what you need to do, you need to put the thing into engine only first. But make your desk live.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Make your desk live, purring engine only.
Yeah.
You should then hear the triple pump start. Give it 30 seconds, a minute, and then press the engine start button. She should fire.
I've not heard any pumps yet.
You're purring engine only first.
I have done.
You switched the AWS on.
No.
Yeah, have you made your desk live?
Have you also put in the AWS cut-in switch?
Yeah, make your desk live. You might actually do something then.
Have you also done your battery isolation switch?
No, I don't know where that is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't think you need to do that on these.
I think you do.
Right, it's a failure. Put the 31 out.
Get the 31 out.
No, that's not helpful. I actually want to do this. So what? Where's battery isolation switch? Is that in number 2 end?
No, it's a keyboard command.
Is it?
Control B, I think.
I think it's
yeah,
Control
that.
and I.
Control
What
B.
is What's this? Flanders start making his own
No,
wine.
it's not Control B. Control what?
No, Ned is a term of Basher.
Control what? Someone say Control B and Jake said something else.
Control I.
Have you watched the Bashers, Stu?
Ah, she's going now.
Have you watched the Bashers?
The Bashers.
Someone YouTube it. I'm not going to do anything stupid, so it ends up cutting me out the chat again.
Yeah, I've got no
Is that the
idea
one
what
where
they're
it's
on
like the
about.
red pennants out? That meme. That
Yeah,
came from-
yeah, that's
Or is it the tossers with the gas masks?
No,
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 that's-
it's not that.
Top-
It was a Channel 4 thing.
Right, it was a Channel 4 documentary about the 37s going out of service? No, wait, no.
Yeah, it
It
was.
Oh, it was? Okay, cool.
Well,
Well,
I've
actually,
not seen
it was and it wasn't.
Well, I've got to go in.
Oh, shit.
Is it supposed
Yeah,
to be?
Just keep holding Z.
Well, I've got
And then
smoke
when you
coming
got-
out the top, but
Have you got any RPM yet?
200.
Right. Leave it be for a minute. Let the engine fire up. When you've got enough air pressure, then you can start taking your brakes off and what have you. Yeah, back in the day, a lot of drivers used to fail locos for the simplest of things, like a windscreen wiper fault. It's like, I don't like the look of it. Right, off it comes. Next, another loco on
Joel, that
top,
sounds
off we
exactly
go.
like. Apparently, I've heard that. I've forgotten which cruise it was. You know, on table 16.
Oh, the mule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On table 16, certain crews. I think it was Birmingham crews actually. Out of anyone. If they really didn't, yeah, 31s, Birmingham, Cambridge,
No, that's,
Norwich, Birmingham,
that's
Norwich.
table 18.
Table 18. Table 18 runs. It might have been Birmingham drivers. Don't know. Apparently they were drivers who 31, so they didn't go out of the way to fail them, so they got rats instead.
Yeah, that was the early 80s. In fact, no, the mule's table 41, I think.
What was a mule?
Waterloo Exeter.
Ah, right.
Actually, that'll be it.
There we go. It's stabled out now, so I should be okay.
Would be an advanced 25 like these 37s.
Yeah.
Can you please rev? Oh,
So you leave it alone, let the air pressure build up, and then you can move.
Jesus Christ, what a bollock. No, I don't bother with cold starts.
Yeah, this is realistic here, mate.
He's just gonna BRB like 2 seconds.
I've got 10 people watching me make myself an arse out of not being able to start a 37.
Well, look on the bright side. If it was Tom Dibden or Reese or whoever, it would be about 50 odd people watching and making arse of themselves.
Yeah.
Don't be unfair towards my mate Tom or Reese.
Oh no, I'm not.
I know what
They're
you're saying
great guys,
though.
don't get me wrong.
They've got more crowd, haven't they? So
Don't get me wrong.
the brakes are nearly off. 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 Come on.
Have you taken the handbrake off?
Thank you.
That's another way of getting it failed for a 31. Wheel flats.
Round back.
Beep,
Oh,
beep.
sure.
That possibly could have been why I didn't move in the first place.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, now we're going.
When you stop, don't forget to shut down the cab and go in the other end, and then when you've hooked up, shut that cab down and go back in the cab you're already in.
Yeah.
Then do the same again at Chester.
Yeah, it's the same. Now you're basically doing what the AP40.
Well, we got there in the end, didn't we?
You done your radio.
No, not yet.
Even I don't put the radio on.
No, I'll get fed up with Toby Wogan.
5007.
Rock or something.
Actually, then again, I'll have a problem with that. He's dead now, isn't he?
Who?
Oh.
Wokey.
Very Terry Wogan.
Right, so I've got to
Terry
change
Wogan
cabs,
didn't
haven't I, now?
Yeah.
Right, do I have to put it to off or engine only? Off.
Fully off.
Fully off, shut the cab down, go in the other end, activate that cab. Then when you've hooked up, close that cab down, go back in the one you're
Await the road
Did
to
you
the
not down-
coach sidings. Yeah,
Did you not download the manual, Bruce?
I did, but I don't read manuals.
Ooh, kept out the rebel.
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't really
Maverick
read the
over here.
manuals either. I just jump in the cab and hope for the best.
Right, so have I got the lights on at the wrong end? Yeah, I have. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do that temporarily. H, J, K, Control K.
L, M, N.
As soon as the
O.
up sleeper passes, I haven't got the sleeper coaches, so it doesn't work.
Y, M, C,
C,
A.
A.
P.
Just
PISSOFF.
this is like when someone is counting down and people are randomly throwing in numbers to throw them.
2, 7, 8.
When they try to count and people do the same. Like that's something that pisses me off because I'm having trouble enough with math as it is. So when I need to count something, I don't need people to shout 52 and 32 from the sideline.
Hey, there's a passenger walking around, like flying.
Fly me to
Yeah, I did notice.
I mean, for all the things that people can say about TS, I do love those small glitches from time to time. Like when you run out of Paddington and there's someone walking across the platforms, like from platform to platform, right across the track.
It's weird, especially when you drive
and you're
through
just
them.
like, well, that's not trespassing, I don't know what is.
I needed the number of that power car.
Talking of power cars, 320 and 316 made it to Leicester stage 8.
Yeah, I saw Hellfire. Well, it's a tough call that, being that if this bollocks didn't break out, I'd probably be hammering the VPs.
Yeah. I think most of them would be. I think Set 11 might be going next, because they took that back a week today.
Well, my understanding is they're getting rid of the sets, but they're keeping a lot of the power cars for the time being.
I've got no idea why, unless it's component recovery.
Quite possibly to run them down.
So I've got a couple up, shut the cab down, go back, set the cab back up.
But at least with TS you don't have to do the anal procedure of brake testing and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Does TSW have that?
I think, well, not the way that you'd do it in real life.
Well, it's just like, I think they're two different games that should be seen as such. Of course you can compare them because they're both train simulators, but they're for their different audience.
There's no way that crew carriage sidings would be this empty in the year 1999 at this time in the morning.
On a Saturday, probably.
Really?
Tough call.
Well, truth be told, though, Bruce,
You'll
real life
notice,
isn't
though,
really...
Bruce, that it's missing a shed.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Well, is this real life or is it fantasy?
Josh Sebastian.
It's a fantasy because it's
Tyrant.
orange.
Listen, Bruce, to be fair though, reality isn't limited by FPS.
Are we on air? Yeah, I know. Are we on air brake?
Yeah, you'll be
stock
on
here?
air brake stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was air brake by the 90s.
Oh yeah, stupid fucking question. That yeah.
Actually, well, there might have been a few charter rakes that were still vacuum at the time, but no.
I don't know if the
mostly
Pilkington
customers
rake was.
I think that
When
was air.
did it become standard over the over?
Air became the norm from about 70s, 80s. There was still a lot of mostly.
Oh man,
vac
you
stuff
were
was
late
vac-
for the party,
Yeah.
weren't you?
There was still some unfitted stock, but they got withdrawn like probably before the late 70s. Or
Was there any major reasoning for it? Because I know this was before you got sort of connected to the continent, so you would. Well, I guess.
I don't know what channel I'm on for the NRN. Never mind.
But even in
Can
the
you
early
actually
80s,
do
you
that?
still had the Mark 1 sleeper rakes were vacuum brakes only, so 87s couldn't do them, and various other locos couldn't.
Is that why 86s ended up doing them?
And the Roarers, yeah, because the Mark 3 sleepers didn't come until
Fuck am I?
about 84, I think.
Yeah, I'm set all the way through.
Well, we got it enforced in the 40s in Denmark, so
Well,
that's
I know
why
they
I'm
were keen
curious about how.
they were keen to replace the Mark 1 sleepers, weren't they? After an accident, weren't the Neaton, was it?
Taunton fire.
Yeah.
Well, it was, yeah, caught fire, didn't it, in the sleeping compartment or something? And
Okay,
destroyed an
why
entire-
haven't I got? Oh,
What's
that would help. I've got the AWS isolation again.
Oof. Good job you've not signed to be a driver yet.
I did. I got to the last interview, never found out why I didn't get it.
Oh.
Some of them are good at that.
Well, the thing is, Jake, I thought about it, and you know what? I don't think I want to chase driving, not in a modern context.
No, I don't blame you.
Because like half the shit I want to drive don't exist anymore.
Well, don't.
And it's not just that. It's just a case of, yeah, I understand railway safety is a big thing now. You know, it's not the 50s, but like when I've heard of drivers being picked up for doing 1 mile an hour over the speed limit.
Yes.
Are they getting that
and I'm
picky
like,
now?
really?
Well, actually, no. 1 mile an hour over. All it is if it's like 1 mile to 3 mile an hour over the limit, it's just a little word in your ear. That's all
Right.
they can
Okay.
do. 4 mile an hour to about 10 drug and breathalyzer, and anything above 10 is pulled in and formally questioned.
Right.
I think that's it anyway. But anything between 1 and 4 mile an hour, if it's just a little word in your ear.
Yeah, because I know someone got a bollock in it because apparently he was. Well, it was on the 222. It was on the 125 section. It was doing 126, but he'd already shut off anyway. Because he relied on the accuracy of the digital speedos. That's a stupid thing.
But no, all they can do in those circumstances is just have a word in your ear and say, "Look, don't do it."
Yeah.
I also think there's something about the driver's experience these days. I mean, I only know what I go through with TS, but even with such a simple thing as a tram, the absence of computers just makes it a lot. I wouldn't say easier to drive, but you really feel more in control of.
Yeah, Reese, I'm braking a lot better this time.
Liam?
Yeah.
Do you think it just didn't like the coaches?
I think it was the coaches.
Well, that's a good thing.
In fact, to give you an idea of what driving was like back in the day, there was a 50 tour to Edinburgh from Plymouth for the Haymarket Open day, and on the return run, the driver was his last day in driving, that he was retiring, and he thought, do you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go for some fun. So he got the tip from Edinburgh, whacked it straight open, and he was doing 100 mile an hour all the way down the East Coast plus.
Jesus.
I think going through Berwick, they recorded about 104. Yeah.
That's great.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
So, in fact, there was another 50 tour in the early 80s to Carlisle. On the return run, went via the West Coast, and the driver, I don't know if he was retiring, but he certainly had a fun bit, because they went through Preston for whack, and there was a speed of 104 achieved coming down the West Coast. And by the time they got to Crewe, there was a collection bucket, because the people in the front coach had gone around the train getting donations and things, and they just went to the cab, went, got something for you, mate, and presented with a bucket full of money.
Brilliant.
Because it was a flipping good, and there was about 20 odd people in the front compo.
20 in a compartment.
Oh yeah, they were all have a good party.
I think the most we ever got in on an RSUG meet was 12.
Was that the Western or Great Central?
I think it was one of the Great Central meets. Managed to get 12 in. It was really squashed on the bench seats, like the long seats. Oh,
I remember that night when we were at Crookham Heathfield, where we were all just together and we were all just pissed off, and I finished a bottle of sours.
I like the way we wanted the cup. We couldn't even get a bleeding cup of tea, could we? Because we got to bloody Willington.
And the buffet shop.
And the buffet shop. Oh no, we're paid stuff. We're going home. Oh, okay, well, fair play to you. I mean, it's like, say, I want a bloody cup of tea.
Well, put it this way: if you all come down for the autumn gala, I'll try and make sure that doesn't happen. That's if we have an autumn gala.
Yeah.
Well, if we go to the autumn gala, your challenge is how many people can you squeeze into a combo?
Oh, yes. feel free to do that on my style. Saying that, we very rarely chuck the compos out. Compos do come out regardless. It's very rare that we use them actually. We've only got 3, and I think out of those 3,
Ha! Did they put a static model of? Hang on. Oh, they put 130 there. It's just a randomly generated model.
It's gonna be exciting to see what railways
I
can
got
do with
excited
this.
then. I thought, have they put a rusty skin of 90050 down? Oh, they haven't. Damn it.
Oh yeah, the 190 that not a lot of people will ever get. In fact, half of them that are at crew haven't moved since at least 2005, so
I don't get why.
there's just no work for them.
Yeah, but how? See, this is a stupid thing because Freightliner are like, oh, keep using the 86s. Yet there's part of the 90s route, so I could probably cobble together and get a couple of operational ones.
There's a 90. There's either an. I think there is a 90 up here actually. It's usually sits in the siding opposite platform 7, Waverley.
Oh, what, for the sleeper?
Yeah.
That's now a 92.
Yeah, it'll be 92s now. Yeah.
yeah, because I always remember when they used to do news reports from Scotland out in Edinburgh, and they were overlooking the station, you would always see a Class 90 parked in one of the bay platforms in red and gold, just there, waiting to do something.
I remember I was watching a video, I think, on the IEPs, on the EC map. Yeah, no, they're shite, but that's besides the point. Like, I was watching it and I had to do a double take, because when he was pulling in to King's Cross, there was a fucking 90, and I was like, hang on a minute.
They probably filmed it when they had the 90 Mark IV set recently, doing Newarks. I meant to go out and get that and I never did.
Because it confused the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck's that doing there?
There was even a book, Sunday Turned to Newcastle, on a... And I only went, I should have gone for that a couple of times, because there was one, there was a 90 that I still need for 1,000 miles now, that sometimes it worked.
Yeah.
And I'm so pissed that I never dropped for it when I could have done.
When you could have done. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's always a killer, Joe, when you're after something you don't get it.
Yeah, they had they also had the Pretendolino doing the North Berwick services before they got the was it 380s?
Yeah, the Pretendolino set's a bit weird now because it's been split up. I mean, most of it's at Leicester. I don't know where the other bit of it is.
I think you'll find that the North Berwick's weren't the Pretendo. They were just ex-Virgin rakes that were just sat about places.
Can this thing actually do 90 on just 90
Probably.
Where's my instrument lights? There we go.
It's a tractor. It's probably full of froth. Okay, I won't knock them for being good engines. It's just the crowd that put me off. Oh dear. Absolutely gutted because
I forgot to turn the lights again. There we go.
Absolutely gutted because last night there was a group of us meant to be going to crew from Curry.
Yeah.
It's alright, always Friday night on the next one.
Yeah, well, I was meant to be going to fucking Birmingham last night, wasn't I?
Bromyland.
Last night and tonight.
Yeah, well, the original plan was I should have gone to Birmingham yesterday for the tour. Probably might have done a couple of pubs in Birmingham, maybe, I don't know. Tour today, which would still be on out, probably, because we weren't due back to Birmingham yet.
I was so tempted to do a desperate move first thing in the morning, get up, do a taxi to Cambridge Parkway to get the shack for 50s.
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
starting off Birmingham was enough for me, that was.
trouble is, obviously it's a Saturday morning, and obviously at that time of the morning everyone's come out from clubbing, so the taxis are probably going to be chingy ching ching.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have gone to a nightclub in Birmingham. That would have been entertaining.
No, I
What,
wouldn't
and then get
recommend that because I
and
know
get on-
someone who went out. They got
Well, it's
spiked.
Birmingham. Of course, it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
recommended.
and get on the tour hanging out of your arse. Yes, we've all done that. That was quite commonplace for the 50 Bashers pre-tour, but if I had any cranks back in the day, get us off the hotel without nightclub in.
I have gone out. I have gone out before on a night out, and still gone out the following morning. But the one time I did that, I'd stopped drinking by about 9:30ish, so I was fine the next morning. But
I remember once going out begrudgingly on a Saturday night for a lot of persuasion from work colleagues, because on the Sunday I think it was the Epinonga I was supposed to be going to for a good day with a 31, and I did turn up as planned on the train I was getting on, absolutely hanging out of my arse. Yeah, I went home, had a quick wash, got a change of clothes, and just went straight back out again.
Yeah, apologies if you can hear laughing in the background. My
No, it's
brother's
alright.
doing something.
It's cool. I won't worry. I mean, I do live streams. I'm not a professional at it. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just
it's
wondering.
all a bit of fun. We all come here, have a chat, and we just happen to live stream it on YouTube.
Oh, great.
I'm actually
I've got a
wondering what
50
is
mile
he
an hour speed limit
doing.
coming up. Shit.
Oh, figures. Guess what he's playing?
I don't know. With himself?
All right,
I don't know.
then. All right, then.
Oh, TF2?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad that the soldier's voice actor dies.
Playing TF2.
What's TF2?
Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress.
Oh.
Or the Team Fortress 2, otherwise known as War-Based Hat Simulator.
Oh, funny meme, yeah, sure.
Where is this
not
temporary
very
speed
fun
restriction?
FPS, no. Hat game.
Ah, there it is. Found the bastard. Yeah, good job I spotted that. Oh, I've got to run around the stock as well, have I?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Big rip.
It's amazing to think that Loco Ball hadn't died out completely on the North Coast and even by 2000. It's really strange.
It hasn't now, but albeit not as great as it used to be. It's just the one set push pull all day, not actual running around the
I thought they were going to do another set, weren't they? I thought they were doing 2 sets now.
They were meant to, well, yeah, the WAG and the Paupers. But there was also meant to be HSTs running from Holyhead to Cardiff, but that's never happened.
I don't think it will work, to be honest. Well, it probably could. I mean, 2 plus. Oh, it must still happen yet because the stock's going off loose, isn't it?
But it all comes down to the FT to specify which sets from where or who.
Well, the Angel sets are going up from East Mids at some point soon, I'd imagine.
Probably.
So the VP sets have been coming up for these, although most of them are knackered really.
They'll all be going for cut, Bruce.
Yeah, I don't know why, it's weird. Well, I
They've
do
all
know.
been ran to the ground.
What you say?
Because they've just all been ran into the ground. They're absolutely wankers.
Well, I could bloody throttle East Coast people because they completely ruined 61 and 75.
Yes.
They are shagged. It's a
Have they
shame.
been scratched yet?
No, they're still on Chad.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they're still on Chad sidings. Or they're in EP. Oh, for fuck's sake. Off. Okay. Yeah, they're still in Chadderston or repeat at the minute. The only thing I can think of they're doing with them is component recovery.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Which then makes it even more laughable because if they're going to bring all the red sets in anyway, why would you want component? Actually, yeah, you do. Actually, think about the bogies.
Well, put it this way: when the restrictions finally get lifted, everything will pretty much be out of the out again. So they will have to get a lot of the VPs back in.
I think they're trying to get as many red sets as possible going.
Well, when 319 finally comes out to play.
319.
It's my machine.
Ah, right. Well, yeah, of course it is. I thought it was 315 for some reason.
Well, it was paired with 315 when I first spun it, so. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. I like the fact you get the flies on the screen, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. All our dog boxes are in store, bar 3 at the minute. So
I wondered why Wikipedia was saying they're all in store.
they're not all in store, all but 3.
Dog
Why is
boxes?
153s.
Why is there
Oh.
Why is there only 3 in service at the moment?
They didn't need them because of the reduced timetable. They don't have need for the extra units. They can get away with just using 2 cars. Plus, because they didn't know how long. Plus, they didn't know how long it was going to last for. They just got a arrangement sorted out of Barrow Hill and said, "Can we just leave them here with you?" Out of the way.
Some of the 153s aren't they being converted?
I thought they were Scottish ones. I don't know if they'll be coming from us.
Yeah, they're coming from somewhere.
In fact, when all the restrictions get lifted, are the 153s coming back out to play it?
That's what I want to know, because I don't know.
Because I still need quite a few of them. It's useful fill-in moves between Nottingham and Long Eaton between set.
Yeah.
If I can't be asked to go to the pub. Just still wondering what to do when this all finally ends, because I want to do a week hammering the last of the VPs if there's still any left by the time this bloody bollocks ends, and I want to do a week. I want to spend a lot of time in Scotland.
Well, I'm meant to be going up north with a mate of mine, but even then we don't know.
Well, because I'm losing all my hope.
That's meant to be the end of July. We're meant to be going.
It's like I got those 2 weeks booked off work in the hope that I might get some turns in at the West Somerset and do that tour. I don't know if that's going to happen either yet.
I'm just hoping it blows over by June at the earliest.
I'm hoping it'll blow over by June because that's when my birthday is. I would like to go out for my birthday.
Alright, well, hey, Reese, at least your birthday isn't overshadowed by...
Look, my mate's birthday was spent in isolation on Tuesday, so how do you think she felt?
I
Mine's
Reese.
in August, so...
But you don't even know when my birthday is, do you?
I shouldn't
Next
gloat.
week, isn't it?
Yeah.
I shouldn't gloat because my birthday was before lockdown.
Mine's in,
flatmate's
mine's in
birthday
September.
Wait, I'm gonna jump off the stream for now. I'm gonna go server hop, so I'll see you boys in a bit.
See you in a bit.
I hope the stream ends well. Thanks for being on. Sorry, thanks for me. What? Wait, what am I fucking?
Are you trying to hijack?
myself.
Hang on, are you trying to
thanks for
hijack
having
Bruce's
me.
script?
That's
Yeah,
what I
no
meant to say.
worries,
Thanks
no
for having
worries.
me. I'll see you boys in a bit.
Alright, see you later. Yeah, I'll catch up with you shortly.
See you later. I'm Reese Underwood. This has been Have I Got Wibble for You. Good night.
On the subject of birthdays, Bruce, when's yours?
August 15th.
August 15th.
You might be in luck then. Well, he will be in luck, hopefully.
Yeah. I reckon so.
Because I'm just going to see what
Yeah, well-
famous people were born on the same day as you.
I share.
I know
the
that my
same
birthday's shared
as
with
Mark
VJ Day.
Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg has the same birthday as me. Big up Wahlberg.
Who?
Mark Wahlberg, the American film actor,
Oh.
who starred in that awful remake of The Italian Job.
Oh, I've never watched it, so I wouldn't know.
Don't bother.
No, it's
I
not
think
that
I've
great,
seen
is it? It's
proper
awful.
Yeah, Bruce. Do you know who you share a birthday with?
Go on.
A certain French short arse.
Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Wow.
He surrendered. You
Oh.
won the warp.
Here's another one, Walter Scott.
Oh.
Oh
God.
wow. Okay. Yeah.
Let's have a look through. Just looking through to see if there's any names I recognise. There's not really many.
I want to know when Greta Thunberg's birthday is and if it coincides with a friend of mine. So I can say, ha, you share a birthday with a psycho blooming global warming protest.
She'd hate 37s, wouldn't she?
3rd of January.
She'd hate a lot of things.
Shame it wasn't the 32nd of February. Anyway.
Oh.
Who else is on here?
Me.
England cricketer Jack Russell.
Who?
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh God, Tony Hand.
Who is Tony Hand?
He's a Scottish ice hockey player.
He's handy for that.
Yeah, he actually had some funny chants way back when he was playing.
That was handy.
Ryan McGowan, he used to play for Hearts. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
What?
Well, I don't know, but I think he sneezed in Roman Catholic then.
Oh, your birthday is also the day that Macbeth died.
Oh.
Odd
Well-
enough, 'cause you know Ethan, the guy, the one who does the reskins.
Yeah,
yeah. He's got a very famous death on his birthday.
Oh yeah.
His birthday is the same day that Osama bin Laden was assassinated.
Oh fucking hell!
The best I've got is a Polish footballer that played for Celtic. So
I can't be the only one that when Osama bin Laden died when. Oh my god, the hide and seek championship's over. We did it at our school. Seriously, we did. We did. We did it at our school. Seriously, we fucking did.
I'm surprised that nobody said. I think nobody said. Thank God we're no longer infidel.
Oh God, that's.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dear. What?
I think Train Sim had a doo-doo. Oh no, it's okay, it's come back.
Oh.
Right. Anyone else want to check their birthday?
28th of February, please.
Okay.
And then it comes back that I've got some deluded maniac by the name of
February
fucking...
28th.
Yeah.
Let's see who have we got on here.
It cannot be worse than mine.
Well, Queen Margaret of Norway is one.
Oh.
Margaret or Margrethe?
Henry II of England.
Did you just say Margarita?
No, I said Margrethe, which I'm pretty sure there was a Norwegian queen of, and it may be that Margaret is the English version of that Danish name.
Well, let's see. Who else? Have we
Definitely
got?
sounded better than mine.
I've been told I have Elvis.
Is that before or after he sat on the toilet?
Oh.
His birthday. God dang it.
So before.
You have to do mine next. Find out who I've got on my birthday.
Probably Fireman Sam though in our friggin' mum.
Let's see.
Or is that it,
Lee
Henry
Carsley.
II? Who?
Lee Carsley used to play for Everton.
Oh.
Could have been worse, could have been Spurs, I suppose.
No, you can't get worse than Sunderland.
True.
No,
Could have been
no,
worse.
no.
I always knew
Accrington,
that you
Could
were
have
a true
been much,
Macam.
much, much
Oi.
worse.
Accrington Stanley
Oh.
or Rangers.
No, Tottenham's the worst.
No, it's Sunderland that are worse. Plus the birds up there are all prostitutes. So.
They have the birds in Sunderland have got something in common with the ones in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they only pay for sex for chips.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Unlike in Las Vegas, they want salt and vinegar on there.
Right, who wants me to check theirs?
Me,
Mike.
June the 5th.
June 5th.
Then we want Mike Hannibal's next.
Funny, because I checked D-Day, so we're going the day before. Let's see. De 1915, June 5th. Denmark amends its constitution to allow women's suffrage.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Interesting.
Elvis Presley introduced his new single, Hound Dog, on the Milton Berle Show. Oh, 1967, the Six-Day War begins.
Oh, the 6-Day War. Oh boy, that is a clusterfuck to read up and research.
Especially with the amount of territories, shall we say, quote-unquote, lost.
Yeah. It's like the... Yeah, it's something.
It's somewhat funny, but somewhat questionable at the same time.
Yeah, is there really any need for me to run around this far? Oh, it must be
let's see.
Lost for who?
Yeah, it goes after you've run round. That forms either a Stafford or a Birmingham service from Chester.
Oh, cool.
Who have we got on here?
Brr.
That got it. So, Mike, when's your birthday?
The 12th of May.
12th of May. Well, after I've done looking at Reese's, I'll look up yours. Let's see, who have we got?
Shit!
It's bad.
I only just managed to stop on the marker. Right.
Never heard of him.
Turn that off. I need to do HJ K, Control K.
No one that I can really see that I recognise, Reese.
No, really?
Yeah. Deaths I'm going to look at now, but I don't see anyone I recognise either. Oh, apart from Ronald Reagan.
Oh, great.
Just straight away, want to recognise Ronald Reagan. Right, so what was next? May
the 12th, I think Mike said.
12th.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hmm. 1689. King William's War. William III of England joins the League of Augsburg to start a war with France.
Good going.
Very good going.
I'm sure he beat up those cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
1942. The U.S. tanker SS Virginia was torpedoed in the mouth of the Mississippi River by a German U-boat.
Bruce, I wouldn't say they're cheese-eating
Like being
surrender monkeys.
torpedoed in the mouth, eh?
I wouldn't say they're cheese-eating surrender monkeys, the French. I'd say they're soap-dodging fuck.
Oh boy.
But sorry to those that got offended on the live stream. I don't care.
Let's see. Birthdays. Edward Lear.
Who?
Edward Lear is a poet and illustrator.
Never heard of him.
It was way back when, so no wonder. Who else have we got? Let's see, 1910s. Who have we got? Oh, George Carlin. There you go, George Carlin.
Great.
It's one of my best friends from primary school. Do you want to guess when his birthday was?
Day after yours?
No.
June 6th.
The worst day ever.
Hitler's birthday?
No.
9/11?
February 29th? February 29th?
September the 11th.
The day before mine.
Keep coming, driver. Keep coming. Keep
Who
coming.
else have we got? Graham Dott, he's a Scottish snooker player. Let's see. What else have we got on here?
Scenario complete. Right.
Beep, machine.
And
Beep, beep,
that
machine.
that concludes our live stream.
And you buffering up.
So, I just want to say thank you very much for watching the stream. Thank you very much for getting me over 600 subscribers. That has been long bloody overdue, that has. And thank you for all the good company we've had, which will be Seb, Mike, Jake, Reese, and Fredo, who is no longer here.
You missed me.
Oh, and Stu. Sorry, and Stu. I knew I was going to forget someone's name at some point. But anyway, yes, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. I hope to see you again soon. Please subscribe. Please like and join various things that I've left in the description. Be a good person, keep breathing, eat your greens, and don't pray to the boogeyman. This has been the Brucie Magik production. See you again soon.